Oh, okay. I got a better background. Don't worry. Don't worry. I fixed it. Let me see. Background. 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 Oh, needs to download. Oh, there we go. There you are. Oh,
W background.
I know, right? I wonder how many cis men are gonna get upset.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so many.
About half of them don't even know what cis means. So probably they'll be like, what?
What does
Maybe they'll
cisgender
put
mean?
two and two together.
What does cisgender mean? Hi, Kaya.
Thank you everyone for the likes. For the likes. Hey Kia. Bye.
To the people joining, make sure we're tapping that screen.
Okay, Google, turn on my car.
What? I
Benefits of having a smart car.
would never know.
I'm in debt. I won't say what type of car it is because I got canceled already for that.
Oh right. But you bought it before. It's like there's like a couple people who live around me who have that type of car, and they have bumper stickers that say like I bought it before.
I need to get one of those.
What is up?
They're already mad in the comments. This is so easy.
I
Is
also
the
just just want to point out that of course trans men are better men than cis men. They find their way around the hood very quickly. Anyways,
I'm gonna invite one.
Here they come.
Um,
Hey, what's up, guys?
hey Nate, I'm gonna call you Nate.
That's fine. Hey, I just joined in, read the prompt. I just literally hopped in. I haven't heard much commentary on anything at all,
can
but
I get your age?
32.
Perfect.
No, we're just messing around.
Oh, okay, I just read the prompt and I was like, okay, well, I want to hear why.
It,
To be honest with you, just bait.
it's literally
Oh,
just
okay, that's fair enough. I get it. I was like, oh man, that's an interesting prompt.
I mean, it's bait, but in a sense, it's kind of right. I mean, trans men are less likely to grape women
I mean, yeah, I look
and
as
less likely to do
as a straight
crime.
man, I'll concede that. Yeah, that.
Less,
But I mean, that doesn't necessarily make them better, right?
I
I
mean, yes.
No, no.
technically does because we all know how like
Well, I
horrible.
mean, obviously it's a sliding scale. I mean,
Yeah,
it
it's
depends on what you value. Obviously, that's a big one, and I won't fucking defend. Men are fucking horrible in that aspect. I'll concede that.
So yeah, it's somewhat truthful. It's also somewhat just, again, it's more clickbaity because of the fact that we can't sit here and physically prove. Besides the fact, like I said earlier, at least the trans man knows how to work their way around the system down there.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you want to talk about, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I hear you.
Oh my God, I'm blind.
I guess it depends on what you ascribe value to. You know, you don't judge all men based off the worst. You know.
I mean, we do argue it's all men to no men, so yes.
Yeah, and it's
So you
and
judge
again, we
all
are
men.
we're still aware that it's not every single man, but it's the statistics that prove that it's more men than women.
Yeah, I mean, statistically, men are fucking trash. I'll concede that.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be taking this a little personally because I pride myself being a pretty good guy, but you know, I was like, oh, come on, man. It's like, I think I read the prompt. I'm like, I thought I was a good guy.
I thought I was a good guy. You're probably a good guy. I mean, you haven't called me a slur yet, so we're good.
No, I mean, I don't think I have a reason to call you a slur yet. Would mean it's still early. I might get there. We never know how this conversation goes.
No.
I mean, you could call me a slur first, and you know, it's just tit for tat.
Nobody's throwing slurs around.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm just saying it's early over here.
Bug is so down. Bug was like, I'm ready.
And I was about to take it.
I will say from like dating experience so far, maybe it's just my type of men, but trans men have better chivalry than cis men nowadays.
It's also a different generation of men too, as well as women.
It depends on what type of man a trans man you're talking about. If you're talking about like a trans man who's like an old as fuck trans man, like Buck Angel, like no, that man's
That's
definitely
wild.
misogynist. Definitely a misogynist.
Oh shit.
But like Nate said, like difference in generations. Like Buck Angel's fully misogynist, but he's also like 80 years old, so.
We're given the fact that he's 80.
He's not actually 80. He's like.
I was about to say, is Buck Angel 80 years old?
No, he's just old as fuck. So.
My thing is that like in the dating world lately, trans men have been better than cis men.
Ooh.
I wouldn't know about that dating world. I've been married for 15 years. I wouldn't know.
Well, keep in mind, it's so much easier for us to find community because we're T for T. So
I'm not T for T.
What is T for T mean?
62? Holy shit! Sorry.
What's T for T?
Yeah, what's T for T?
Oh, sorry.
I date everyone. My standards are low.
I also date. I don't date within the trans pool, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the dating pool looks like. Like I said, I've been with my wife since 2011, and I would dread having to be back.
God,
any kind of
yeah. 2011, I was 11.
I was also 11.
Wait a minute. Congrats, bro.
I'm only 32. Am I talking to teenagers here?
No, I'm 23.
No, I'm born in 2000.
Oh, yeah.
I was born in 1999.
2001.
Okay, I was only born in 93, so I'm not that much fucking.
Nah, seriously, though, but congrats. That's.
So my dad was born in the 80s, like literally 1980. So if it makes you feel any better, my parents were super young when they had me.
Wait, say my dad was born in 81.
Oh, that's crazy. Bug, are we related?
Oh, y'all's parents had y'all young.
Yeah, my dad just turned 20, like 24 days
before I was born. Carter? Sorry, I had to. Nothing.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
What's a question?
Why are you comparing a real man to a wannabe man?
Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. How can you compare yourself to all the rappers out there when you're just a wannabe as well?
I mean, what are you talking about? When did I ever compare myself to a rapper?
Who knows? Who knows what you do on your... Who is this? What?
Yes, sorry, this is some of the comments. Sorry. He said, this guy said, I hope the world comes to an end soon. I'm just looking at his profile picture.
But But yeah, like why are you comparing a real man to a wannabe?
So
Can
so
you
so
define
so
a
my
real man?
question is, what makes you a man? I really want to know
What
what
makes
makes
me a
you a
man
man.
is that I was actually born with a
No,
peen.
no, that's not how
I
that
Wait,
was
works. To
actually
be
wait,
born
wait,
with
fair,
it.
wait.
You
to be
guys get it put
fair.
on
Wait, I
yourself.
have a question. Wait, I have a question. I'll put a picture of myself. Do you think I was born with a peen or not? Hold on.
We all know you have a big peen. Stop showing off.
Yeah, bug. That's bullshit.
Ugh, what the fuck?
Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
what
Do
the
I
Yeah,
look
fuck?
like I
please,
have
please, please, please put that down. Please get that picture off of here. I'm trying to eat.
Are you okay?
I'm trying to
What
eat.
picture? I don't see it.
Are you okay? Well, you
I
thought you
think
ate that? The only thing you ate was that entire plate, you fat fuck. Get the fuck off this panel.
I'm pretty sure
Let's
I'm more
not be
Get
interested
the
in.
fat
fuck off this
phobic.
panel.
anyways, goodbye, Cowboy Carter.
Public Carter's wild.
That's what I said when he joined. I was like, oh look, it's Cowboy Carter.
You said her forehead revealed? I did. Whoops.
I mean, to be fair, he never did say he was a rapper.
Nintendo fan, you're fired.
Nintendo fans like
You
fucking 12 years old. What do you
yeah.
Oh, jeez. Hi, everyone. How are we?
Hi Haru.
Hi, Mr.
Um,
Blanco.
Hello, Mr.
Mr.
Blanco.
Blanco, I know this is not the life for you.
Maybe this is the
Like,
live for you, Mr. Blanco. We
well,
become
I
crazy with you.
mean, we respect Mr. Blanco. He's a great trans man. Actually, he's a great man. Like, look at his profile picture. Anyways, uh,
A Nintendo fan with zero following and zero followers.
but this live is more to piss off cis men.
All right, maybe I can try to being like a straight guy here. Maybe I can bring some controversy to a
Wait,
conversation here.
hold on, Nate. I have to ask, are you not actually a straight guy?
No, I am.
Okay, so just making sure you're not trying to put on an act, you know?
No, I'm not. You'd be surprised. But no, I'm a straight guy. But I will say the only real controversial opinion I have involving the whole topic around trans or cis or anything like that is trans women competing in sports with cis.
Okay, so Nate, I love that we have this opportunity to talk to you about that, right?
I'm just trying to
So,
bring some interesting, thought-provoking conversation here because it seems like just a bunch of cackling.
right, yeah, we're in cackle mode. It's like
I hear
7 in
it.
the morning.
I know.
So when it comes to the sports, right? A lot of people think that you end up with an advantage. These people who are in the Olympics and stuff like that, they still have to meet a certain criteria to even be in the Olympics.
Sure.
When you take hormones or you take the hormone blockers and switch the hormones that you are putting in your body actually resets. It goes from pretty much square zero. So
Well,
it has to
it
de.
doesn't. It doesn't go.
So
It doesn't reset. Like say after a boy
So,
goes through puberty, there's certain things you can't reverse. Like for instance,
no,
I'm a
you
six.
do.
I'm a 6'7", 270 pound man. There's a
Well,
certain
yeah.
there's a
Wait.
certain
Hold on one
advantage
second.
that you can't
Hold on.
reverse.
Well, yes, obviously, like if you have like, I mean, like, would you, for example, Michael Phelps, right? Let's talk about Michael Phelps, my favorite swimmer. That man is literally like biologically advantaged to be in the water. He has his toes are damn near webbed,
Yeah, I'm
um,
aware of Michael Phelps. Yeah.
and he's like crazy built, and he has a biological advantage over literally most of the people he competes against.
A
I
lot of
would
which was
say
acquired during puberty from being a man.
you think webbed toes is a male feature.
No, web toes is
I didn't say web toes. I was specifically speaking.
Sorry.
I was specifically speaking to how there's how men grow and how
Right, but
women grow.
they
There's a difference of things that happen during puberty for girls and
have
boys.
brackets for these types of things. Like they have height brackets. Like you wouldn't be able to like certain height brackets for like swimming too. Like I'm pretty sure like shorter men cannot compete against men who are like fucking 6'7". Like my boyfriend who's 5'4" and he's a biological male.
Sure.
Like he would not be able to like compete against like say like even cis males in the like basketball. He wouldn't be able to play like professional basketball, and he's a cis male.
Well, hang on. Basketball, there's no height brackets for basketball.
Wait, you think my 5'4" boyfriend would be able to compete in like professional basketball?
I don't know. Spud Webb was only 5'5", and he won the slam dunk competition. So I mean, like I said, basketball is not.
I'm talking about just like the like.
There's no height limit on basketball.
I definitely don't think my boyfriend would be able to get him being 5'4", and he would definitely have like a disadvantage being 5'4". So it's not like being cis really matters. There's other like quantifiers you have to take into account, like weight.
Weight, muscle density.
Right.
A lot of that comes into play. But what I was saying in the beginning about when a boy goes through puberty,
is it does those things do reverse, such as you have to be. It's a certain timeline you have to be across. So when you're in professional sports specifically, like the NCAA requires you to be, I think it's 2 years at least on hormones, and you have to meet a hormone like limit or level. You have to be specifically 2 years on hormones, and you have to be like I think it's 5 years being identified as trans, like you're like in the medical field, like having a diagnosis, blah blah blah, and going through the medical field.
Those are all the rules they put in place to try to give an opportunity.
And it does mitigate because like trans women are not overly dominating over cis women.
Well, no. Let's be honest. There's not many trans women trying to compete. There's really not. I mean, it's really that's why I said it's a niche conversation. I'm just trying to bring some conversation in here. But
I'm just telling you, there's already guidelines in place for these things that like curb biological. I mean, it's the same thing for any sport. There's like already guidelines set in place to curb biological advantages that people would have.
But like you could only what I was getting at is you can only curb that advantage so much. Like I said, like when people transition when they're younger, like say if you transition before puberty, you might actually be able to mitigate the natural biological advantages that you would acquire that a boy would typically acquire during puberty, because you can't just reverse all those advantages.
You can. Muscle density is something you can reverse. That is something you can reverse. I mean, like that's for example, if I were to like
everything.
I mean, if I worked out for 5 years and then I stopped working out for a year, I would lose some muscle density.
I understand.
Yeah. I would say you can reverse things like that, but like height and stuff. Obviously, I mean, like you do realize like some people like get told they can't be on the team too. They are picking qualified or like people who fit into these brackets on purpose. There are people who are even cis who don't make the team.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Every bit of this conversation was all stemmed from when I said you can stop working out and you will lose muscle. I mean, I'm in the process of becoming a bodybuilder right now. I totally understand that.
My aunt was a bodybuilder.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm just trying. I was really fat and then I got in shape. But anyways, sidetrack. It is scientifically proven that yes, if you stop working out, you lose muscle. If you change your hormones, yes, your body will be altered. But once a boy goes through puberty, there are certain things with muscle density and things like that you cannot reverse. You will still biologically just have an advantage because
trans woman, not true. No.
That's also just not true though. Because
how is that not true?
I'll give you an example. My cis boyfriend doesn't have like any, like my cis boyfriend is the same build as me, can deadlift the same as me, hold his breath the same amount of time as me. And he was born male, and I wasn't. He's also 5'4", and I'm literally only 1 inch shorter than him.
I have a feeling that's incorrect.
Yes, and some men are just genetically less fortunate. Like I said, I'm a 6'7", 260-pound, very large guy. Like I said, we're not all built the same. Biologically, we're more
right. So when we're talking about sports,
we're set up to have advantages physically. Like if y'all like compared side by side, if y'all both started working out at the same time, there's one man, one woman. If they both put on the same exact regimen of exercise, the man has a significant advantage just from being a man.
Not if you're also forgetting the part where they are also deep into like HRT, where I've already said they've been on HRT for a certain amount of years. So that also decreases their ability to gain that muscle mass.
That does. Yes. Like I said, it's not all black and white. This is a conversation of all gray.
By that point, and again, you have to also keep in mind they're getting tested for these things. So if they are not at this marker, they will be denied and they will not be able to compete. But if they are at this marker, you have to also understand they are at the marker of a biological female. Their estrogen production is the same as a biological female. Their body's producing estrogen the same rate as a biological female, and the testosterone is at the same level as a biological female. They don't really
No,
have
it's
any.
not.
Girl, what?
Testosterone levels are less than a biological female
Oh,
or a cis female.
it really
Yep.
depends on your timeline because I've seen some trans guys whose testosterone, like when they've taken like just a little bit, has like skyrocketed through the roof.
So I like to pick off of Buck's point. The leading scientific researchers have shown that with at least 2 to 3 years of cross-sex hormones, the disadvantages disappear, like 99% disappears.
It's not going to disappear completely. There's like that's all from the very first statement I was saying is that once a boy goes through puberty, there are certain things that you just cannot completely reverse. Saying is that once a boy goes through puberty, there are certain things that you just cannot completely reverse. You can seriously.
Then
Do
show
what?
me a source.
You're the one who sorted. You're the one who
I'm
citing
kinda
sources.
confused.
You give me a source.
Like what? Like I understand you can't change height and stuff like this. I understand, but again, this wouldn't be a factor in sports anyways because they would just not make the team. Because they would
They
obviously
are.
that would be an obvious biological advantage that they would point out, and then they would just have to compete in bracket.
Well, I mean,
There
it
are
also
military
depends on the
sources that
sport. Like
show that.
basketball, there's no height and weight. Sports, yeah, there's obviously height and weight. But I mean, like most sports aren't set up by like height and weight unless you're going to specifically for like in combat sports, powerlifting, things like that.
I'm just saying that like the selective process that they already go through is already going to like point out the biological advantage, and obviously they're not going to then be able to compete. They would just have to go compete in other wherever they else would fit in. They do this for cis people as well. It's just like the competitive process.
I mean, I guess I guess just
You wouldn't want even with cis people. I mean, you wouldn't like I was bringing up before. You wouldn't want like a say for example you're doing heavyweight boxing. You wouldn't want like a 150-pound man going against like a 300-pound man. Like
no, I get that's what I was saying. Certain sports are set up that way to keep it fair, and I get that.
No, I'm just saying in general, like just even even other sports, like they do set up things for like biological advantages where they stop things like that, and they'll put you against certain people specifically because of your height or whatever. Unless you're talking about like synchronized swimming or diving or something like that, like no. But if you're talking about like competitive sports, usually they have already like guidelines set in place.
Let's say basketball, for example, because we were talking about that earlier. Like, so you take height out the equation, you take weight out the equation. You know, it's a sport of just pure skill. It's either you're good or you aren't. And men are gonna there's certain things that you can't get away from once you go through puberty. Like we're gonna be able to jump higher. I mean, I think in the WNBA,
I have a question.
there's only been like 5 girls ever dunk ever.
If we had 2 cis males applying for the NBA, they both had like great skill. One was 5'2" and the other was 6'8".
Sure.
Who do you?
There's some of the greatest NBA players ever are under 6 feet tall. Some of the greatest NBA players ever are under 6 feet tall. It's a completely skill based. That's why I was bringing up basketball because it's a completely skill based sport. It has nothing to do with height, weight. I mean, height can give you an advantage depending on how your athleticism goes, but it's purely skill based. When I brought up the guy Spud Webb earlier, he's like 5'5". Oh, absolutely, she's awesome. Yep, and she said that even going against the number 200 ranked man in the world, her being the greatest of all time, she said she would get absolutely demolished just because they're not even in the same realm. Yeah, absolutely demolished just because they're not even in the same realm. Yeah.
Where they're gonna match you, bro. What the fuck?
What happened?
You okay there, man?
They muted me, bro. What the hell? What a
Didn't
dictatorship.
sound like you got muted.
I didn't see you get muted.
I don't think anyone got muted. I didn't get a notification.
Well, then that would mean we need to match height in UFC. If the man's 5 foot, put him against a woman or a trans woman, whatever you want to do. 5 foot, let him go toe to toe.
Yeah, if he went toe to
Simple.
toe with a trans woman who is 2 years on HRT, that trans woman would get absolutely fucking pummeled. Like, that's ridiculous to think that she wouldn't.
Well, I mean, you ever heard of Fallon Fox? There was the trans woman who went to go fought MMA against other women. Like, and it was like her first fight. And apparently, she'd been through all the treatments, all the hormone therapies and whatnot. And but the thing is, previous to that, she'd spent the majority of her life training to be a professional fighter, and she'd already went through puberty, all this stuff as a grown man, and already had kids. And she almost murdered this woman in the ring, and it was just like, if you could actually go look it up, it wasn't even anything remotely close to a fair.
Let's use TikTok friendly language, please. Hello? Are you dumb? Oh my god. Okay. Do you think people aren't reporting? Like, the lives literally. Whatever.
Went to a camping trip.
Yeah, you're lagging really bad.
Sorry, I'm going through New Hampshire because I'm going into a camping trip,
Wait.
and this is like all woods. Hello?
What are you doing live then?
I was gonna say, what are you doing?
Go enjoy and commune with nature.
She said, no, I'm gonna be on my
Um,
phone. Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, fuck nature. It's raining. It's raining up here. What am I gonna
That
enjoy? The
that
rain?
that definitely contributes to it for sure. But yes, enjoy the rain.
Jeez.
No, I'm only here for an hour till Bud decides to go to bed, and then I'll end.
Kaytee.
Go to bed.
Oh, my
What?
girlfriend.
Sorry? You cut out.
She's going through woods right now.
What?
You
Oh,
cut out.
yikes.
Would you call me, nurse?
Oh,
Kaytee, I have a question for you.
Wait a minute. What did nurse call me?
I have no idea.
Yeah, she was cutting out really bad. Anyway, what's up?
We have two cis males. One's 5'2" and one's 6'5", and they both have 2, and one's 6'5", and they both have equally good skill at basketball. Which one is the NBA more likely to pick up?
One is 5'2" and one is what?
6'5".
Kill yourself, bug, you
Yo,
fucking
Shut
faggot.
the fuck up.
wow.
so, which one is the NBA more
No,
likely
sorry,
to
no,
pick
one,
up?
no, one, sorry, let me repeat my, which one has more of an advantage in the sport?
Well, it depends. Because you have to remember that the shortest person ever was Muggsy Bogues, and he was 5'3".
Yeah, but like nowadays, who would you say like more of an advantage in the sport?
It depends on the skill. Muggsy Bogues was one of the best basketball players out there, and he was one of the only ones that was not above 6 feet tall. So if you're talking about skill wise, it depends. But on average, or for the most part, they're gonna go for the taller people. So it's gonna be the 6'5" on average.
Okay, so they do consider height when they're like picking players, right? Like I'm not crazy for thinking they consider height.
They do consider height. It's not the only thing, but it is one of the main things. Yes.
Well, this was especially basketball, like specifically, like
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
because you're
honest
closer
with
to the rim. There's more of you. You're able to get in people's faces, stuff like that. But once again, skill can also be a factor.
okay. Well, that's what I figured.
Yeah, same thing like in fighting and everything else. Like, yes, there are certain advantages with things, but skill is gonna override it. So let's say for example but skill is gonna override it. So let's say for example let's switch roles here, right? And let's say you had my 20 years of martial arts experience, right? Yes, I'm taller than you. Yes, I'm longer than you. Yes, there's a great chance I'm faster than you. But you have the technical ability and know-how to be able to take me if I didn't have the same experience.
Right, but let's say that like you're in like you're playing football, say like at the NFL, and like most of the people in the NFL are like 300 to 400 pounds. I actually don't know the average, but like around that range, like 200 to 300 pounds, and you're like 120. Wouldn't you say like you're kind of at like a disadvantage, even if you have like good throwing skills, you can catch the ball or whatever, run?
It depends on your position. For example, quarterbacks are going to be your skinniest are going to be your smallest people. The quarterback and the kickers. And in fact, most kickers that they have are ex-soccer players. So it all depends on the position. Now, do you want like 120-pound running back? Fuck no. Can there be a running back that's 120? Yes. But will they have a hard time? Depending. But I would bet my money that they have a hard time, yes. Well, that is true, but also it depends. It also depends on the sport. For example, I'm taller than. Well, I'm willing to bet that I'm taller than Red. Right, I'm 6'1". And yet in a video game, Red could crush me, and they do consider video games to be a sport, right? There's a chance that Red, I'm assuming, let's say Red, because I don't know. Let's say Red is able-bodied as far as being able to ride a skateboard. There's a good chance there's a chance that Red could be better at me than skateboarding because yes, I'm taller. Yes, I'm able to reach and everything else, but Red could have more experience. So even though she's shorter, that would and I'm taller, I wouldn't have any kind of advantage. So it depends on the position and the sport. And then in chess, like all that stuff goes right the window. All of it. The physicality goes right the window.
Right, yeah, that was like my point though, that it was already like selectively chosen uh who gets to be on the team. So like if somebody is just not like what they want to compete against other people, they just won't put them on the team anyways.
My
Yes.
problem is the fact that so many of
Okay,
these.
okay, that's cool. Just jump on in.
Sorry.
But first, could we get your age and pronouns? Like you're just trying to
I'm 20
colonize
years
this
old
space.
and he, him pronouns, but
Okay,
my
cool. I was being sarcastic. Anyway, you got anything else, Bug?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Nora.
I think my main problem is the fact that people talking about sports has overtaken any kind of debate about anything and any kind of point that could be made by anyone. And I've seen this in local politicians, that it's devolved between any point of rationality to just outright cruelty. And that's, I think, where I'm exhausted by that as a trans person, even just trying to transition as an adult, I'm still getting asked by random people about sports because that is the main thing that has been on everyone's mind for so long. And it's the fact that it's
Okay, go
begun
get
to
Gravedigger.
interfere with like so many people's lives and just kind of contributed to, I think, a lot of the cruelty that I've seen from people lately.
Yeah, it's just I find it I don't know, I find it's just easy to target somebody such a small population of the group.
Yeah.
Just how fascism starts, they go for the smallest groups first.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I mean, like, I can't even, I think it's like I can count on two hands how many trans women are actually in, like, NCAA sports.
It's 11. There's only 11.
Yeah. Well, if I had one extra finger.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, we
But
can't transition to having extra fingers. That's not a
Oh,
science
well,
yet.
wow.
that'd be cool.
Bugs, you have one extra finger.
Oh yeah, I do. Oh.
And here's a good example. A
Guys.
5 foot, a, a 5 foot. Sorry, what's up? Oh wait a minute, just Alex. Just Alex. You seem familiar.
Oh,
We talked last night.
Did we?
oh my.
On what panel?
Okay, so do you remember a Yoko Karama account?
Oh, Wes is here. Hi, Wes. You're the what account?
A Yoko Karama account.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
I talk with a
I
lot
went
of
up on
people.
I went up on 3 different live last night under that name, and I'm quite sure we talked.
I recognize your voice, but I don't know if you have a point or a question that I can answer.
No. I'm pretty sure we talked. I do remember
Hey,
you.
there's a
So,
guy
so
that's
wait a
trying
minute,
to
wait a
spread
minute,
white team
wait a
supremacy
minute,
propaganda in the
wait a minute. So, were you in a trans live last night?
I mod a LGBTQI friendly
Hold on one sec.
community with Wes.
Hold on.
Okay, all right.
Nurse, where is my mod?
Oh, it's because you're a white man. You don't get.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
Wait,
oh, oh.
Delirious, you're gonna get canceled for that, I swear to God.
No, you can't. Nope, you can't get canceled for what? Putting a white man in his place?
It's because you're a man.
Even white.
Exactly,
Oh, that's
that's
right.
why.
Well, you're white presenting.
You have full mod
What?
powers.
That's
I just
wild,
double.
Kaytee.
No,
I just
seriously.
double
Have you seen
checked.
Bug?
Dang, I am. I'm not even gonna lie
Yeah.
about that. I am.
Yeah, I've seen Bug. That's like Bug saying that I'm not black because of how I talk. Like the fuck? No, Bug
No,
says
I am.
I'm
I
black.
am. I've never denied that. I
Yeah.
just know that I am. I'm not. It's so
Mod
funny.
powers.
I've told my boyfriend it's so funny because
I'll deny
technically our
that on
kids
your
can come out.
behalf.
Our kids can come out browner than us.
Oh, and also Wes. Yeah, I remember Alex and Wes.
Anyways, guys,
What's up?
Bug, you have full mod power.
Yeah, Bug, you should have full mod.
I'm getting
But
lied
You
to.
have
I'm getting
everything.
gaslit.
Sometimes
No,
bug
I
it can
just
glitch out where
checked.
even though you're a mod,
TikTok is glitchy.
Slut
TikTok is part of
captain
I'm
the
getting
secret
gaslit.
LGBT.
third
Hold
thing.
on.
Gaslighting is not real. If you think it is, you're crazy.
I was just
uh,
joking about the saying like gaslighting
Okay.
the
is
secret
Wally
third
like?
thing.
Is he
Okay.
kidding?
Okay. So Alex, Wes, I remember you two. So
I'm getting
I know
gaslit.
for sure. I know for sure. I talked to you two last night, and there
Close
were three
TikTok and
like
come back.
there were
Can you
three.
if
It
you
fixed.
Hey! There were three lives I was in. One was anti-trans, and then two were trans were friendlies, but they got upset that I was clocking them and shit. So which ones were you two on? 'Cause I do remember your name, just Alex, and your name Wes. I
Well,
remember Wes really well because you have Roger as your profile picture, and I love Roger. So I know I talked to the two of you last night, and I'm pretty sure Bud can confirm what exactly happened.
I don't
Because Bud was in the
remember.
comments. No. Don't play. I don't remember. This was last night. It was one of three lives. So, what's your stance on trans people, Dom? Yep, there you go, Dom. What's your stance on trans people?
I believe that they are trans men and trans women are trans woman. A trans woman is a woman and a trans man is a man.
Okay, cool. So you both are friendlies, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we
Wait,
were.
Okay, so
is your name glitching out for anybody else? It says Wes
Yeah,
when I
it's
tap your
mine.
name.
Yes, because I just changed it a few minutes ago, so it just
Oh,
glitched for me as
okay.
well.
Okay, that makes sense. Sorry.
You're good.
yeah. Yo, okay, Wes, thank you. Okay, yeah. Wally was in Ayana's live last night. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Alex. Get the fuck up
I
out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Because y'all motherfuckers sat there and acted like you knew what the fuck you're talking about with fucking trans people. I'm a whole trans person and y'all ass is kicking the fuck out when all I did was try to tell you my fucking name. I was under the name Irish's Paper Shredder. Fuck you. Fuck your crew. Now you, Wes.
Wait. Time
What's
out.
up?
What happened? Exactly?
So you,
There's something I missed.
okay, so remember when Bug and I were talking about in the server last night?
Kind of. I was
Okay.
doing my own thing. I've been moving
Okay, so
and camping.
So just before, because there was 3 lives I was in, and just before, because remember I told you guys how I'm sick and tired of cis people talking on us without us up there on the panel and getting our fucking shit wrong. And now I'm gonna start going out there and clocking our friends because the ops can't debate for shit. We need to get our side in order, right? You know how I feel about that shit.
Yes, 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 yes.
It's fucking bullshit.
Yes.
So I went up there, right? It was, in fact, who was it? Was it Sapphic? No. This is before the one with Sapphic. So this is one I think that was before you, Bug, and that you saw that very first one. But there was somebody named Ayana, and she had somebody up named like Brazilla or something like that, and Brazilla claimed
Wait,
that
hold
her,
on. Ayana's pronouns are
uh,
they, Dan?
who?
Ayana's
Ayana?
pronouns.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you up there too, right?
Yup, I was one of
Yeah.
Ayana's moderators.
Okay, cool. So tell me I'm wrong. Tell me where I get this incorrect, okay? So I went up there because Brazil, what was her name? Brazilla? Something?
Brizzles.
Brizzles, yeah. Now, did or did not Brizzles say that their, I believe it was their cousin, had both had both the ability to produce sperm and produce eggs?
I'm sorry. I was distracted for a second. My mom texted me. What was that again?
Okay, did Brazilla say that her cousin can produce both sperms and eggs?
Well, what she
It's a yes
said
or no
was
question. Did she or did she not?
yes and
Oh,
no.
well, are you going to sit there and say no? Are you going to sit there and lie?
No. If you would let me go into more context.
Did she or did she not say it?
I
Yeah,
said yes and no.
exactly. See, yeah, exactly. At least Alex is being fucking honest. Alex, I'm inviting you to fuck back up.
I'm not being dishonest. What if you would let me go
Hold
into more
on, hold on,
context?
hold on. Because at least Alex is being honest. Honest. Alex, did she not say that?
What's your point? Do you have a
Did or
point?
did she not say that? Yes
Do
or
you
no?
have a point? You
Did
invited me
she
back
say
up here.
that? Did she say
And the
that?
only
What's
reason
your
you were dropped is because you didn't let the host.
a point? You
Did
invited me
she
back
say
up here.
that? Did she say
And the
that?
only
What's
reason
your
you were dropped is because you didn't let the host speak. That's why moderators dropped you.
No,
The
no, no,
host
no, no,
did.
no. Hold on. We'll get to that part. Did she or did she
like
not say that?
what your entire
It's a yes
premise
or no
was?
question.
What your entire premise was
Did
to
she?
invalidate Brizzle's cousin's
No,
existence.
no, it's not. No,
That
it's
was
not.
literally your entire
Whoa, no, no,
premise and
no,
the
it was
core of
not.
your
I
argument
mean, I have the
was
live
to
recording from
invalidate
it. I have the
his
Okay,
live
so
cousin.
here's
recording.
what's gonna happen.
So if you want to drop me and if you
Here's what's gonna happen. The
want to drop
point.
me and crash out, then
That was
drop me and
not.
crash
I'm
out.
not crashing out. That's not the
Hey,
point.
You
Did
host,
totally
she?
are right now.
can I speak to the host?
Hold on, hold on. Did she or did she not say that? It's already got to answer.
She did say that.
Okay, thank
She
you.
did say that, and if she misunderstood it, and then she
Thank you. Thank you. Stay muted. So I went up there to fix misinformation because that is not possible. It cannot happen. And mind you, I'm a fucking friendly. I told y'all, like I even said, hey, my name is Kaytee. That's actually why you guys dropped me. I was trying to tell you my name is not Irish because it isn't Irish. I was trying to tell you my name is Kaytee. Okay, that's number one. But you guys wouldn't even let me get my name right, and you guys know I'm trans and shit. Okay, 28 years old, pronouns they them. All right.
was the
Now,
way that you were
uh, uh, uh,
communicating.
uh, uh, uh. Now, I came up there and said that it is incorrect that you cannot produce both sperm and eggs in the same person. And then you guys accused me of denying her the cousin's existence. Number one, it's not possible. Number two, that's an anecdote. And if you're gonna say that's possible, you're gonna have to bring some research. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to do, and you guys crashed the fuck out and sat there and
We
accused
didn't
me of
crash
denying.
out.
So
Yes,
wait,
you did.
everyone,
Crashed
time
out.
out.
I
Everyone mute
interacted
for
you
Stop.
one
one
time.
second.
Stop.
Can everyone mute for a second? Let me get this straight. So what happened was you and Bug were in this live. Someone made a
No,
claim
no,
that
no.
someone
Bug is
they
no,
know.
no, 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 no. Bug wasn't in this one. I don't think, unless Bug did see the first one. Bug was in the
Okay,
later two.
I was in
Okay,
the
Bug was in the
second
later
one.
two.
claim. I'm assuming it was an intersex claim, and they stated that they know
Mm-hmm.
someone that can produce both sperm and egg. Is
Correct.
that correct?
That's exactly what it was, and that was Brizzle's
That is
understanding
medically
of what.
incorrect.
Exactly. That cannot happen. And when I mentioned that to them, the first thing that they said was, "Well, what's your degree?" And I'm like, "I debate this stuff. I research this stuff. Anybody up here that knows me can tell you, I research the shit out of this stuff and I debate this stuff." Okay, it is impossible. And then I said, the child can denote to one and have the other, yes, but they cannot have both. I said that is impossible, and you guys accuse me of denying her existence. I'm not saying she doesn't exist. I'm saying that property is impossible to have happen. It is impossible. And if you're going to say it's possible, you guys are going to have to sit there and bring up the fucking proof. I don't want our side getting clocked for fucking bullshit. That's the shit that makes our side look stupid. So I will go after cis people. I will go after anybody on our side who sits there and spreads misinformation, because I'm sick and tired of it, and the ops are too fucking stupid to take me on. I'm tired of the ops. I'm taking on the friendlies on that account.
So yeah, no, like that's Kaytee is right. It's medically incorrect. Um, and that's from my medical studies. I have never seen anyone that's able to or read anything that anyone's been able to produce both sperm and egg.
Yeah, and the
If there
closest,
are, I'll be honest. If it was possible, I would love to read into it, and I probably Kaytee would too, because that
Question.
would be
and
be interesting, and see it would actually help a lot of our arguments.
yeah,
But
and
it's
actually,
impossible so far.
yeah, and actually, the only scientific paper that's even close to that, and it's a point that I use, is a hypothesis, and it's in big red letters on it. Hypothesis. They talk about how the only person theoretically, and this was from like a 2008, 2009 paper. If you want it, I can send it to you. Where it's where it talks about how somebody having both properties, while it's impossible, the only one that technically could possibly work if humans had this property would be Mary, and it would explain the Virgin Mary's birthing of Jesus. And then they go into how it would happen, and it is medically correct, but so it's technically correct, but it's impossible for it to happen. They talk about that in great detail. It's
I
a
It's
mean, you
5 page.
couldn't
it's called
really.
parthenogenesis, if I remember correctly, right?
Sorry, what?
That concept itself, I think it's called parthenogenesis.
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's essentially auto fertilization, and it talks about how Mary would have to have an over testicular disorder of sexual development. Which, by the way, whoever I mentioned on that panel, what I had said, I'm sitting there giving you guys the answer, try to help you out, and yet still correcting her. That was my whole point. I
Now
wasn't
we're
coming after you guys to help
friendlies.
any of you guys.
I'm gonna clarify, you guys. We are friendlies. We even argue that trans women are females and trans men are males,
Yeah.
because we have those medical
So
studies.
are you gonna? Are you go? Are, I know this is your live host. But
One
are
second,
you?
Wes. Yo, Minecraft Champions, your ass is not coming up here. I know you're 12 years old. Get the
Ooh.
fuck out
So
the request box.
so
What? Wait, no. I still play Minecraft, and I'm 26.
No, I'm not.
No, no,
It's
no. There's a
it's
person.
just the profile. Go ahead, Wes.
Yeah,
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
yeah. I love Minecraft too. W Minecraft.
So who has a question for me? Sorry, let them talk.
so are Alex and I going to be able to talk on that, or is Katie going to sit up here and just monologue the whole time and not let us
No, no,
have
no.
our
I mean,
side?
Katie
I
was
want
making. To be honest, Katie was
Yeah, but we haven't
explaining
been
the
able to answer.
situation
to shut up,
so we
Wes.
can understand what's going on.
Yeah, I was
Now you
laying the groundwork for
guys,
what happened.
I'm pretty sure Katie's done. Okay,
Yeah,
well, I wasn't there.
I was just laying the groundwork for what happened. Now tell me, am I correct or incorrect in framing that? Did she or did she
You're
not say
incorrect
that?
about
Now
a
you
lot of
guys can
it.
talk.
Was she or was she
Okay,
not incorrect? I'm
Okay,
sorry,
so
okay,
was I
correct.
or was
What
I
is?
not
Wait,
correct?
so
wait,
I'm not going to be able to talk then.
Katie, one
What?
second. Correct
Gotcha.
everything that Katie has said was wrong.
Well, for one, you came up there hot and heavy, and you weren't respecting the hosts or the mods, so therefore, that's why you were ultimately dropped. We
That's
were
not
willing to
true.
hear you out. We were willing to hear you out and what you had to say about the issue and the topic, and we were willing for you to correct us because we're all willing to be educated. But the fact that you came in there hot and heavy and wanted to take over the live and dictate our thoughts and our information and stuff. No, that's why you were dropped. And I can tell you right now, none of the mods dropped you, but the host. The host dropped you. So if you have an issue, and the fact that you're talking in the Discord about us, the fact that we're living rent free in your head is wild to me, because like you were dropped by the host. The host
So,
dropped you. I'm not denying your facts.
so
I'm not
wait a minute.
denying.
So wait a minute.
No, hold on,
First
hold
things
on.
first. First things first. The large majority of that discussion didn't even involve you guys in the Discord. I was talking about what had just happened with the following two.
Kaytee,
Okay.
I'm
may I
not
also say
denying your
something?
facts.
It does.
You've been monologuing this whole time.
Wes, I will
Hey,
say she did. Sorry, they didn't talk about
the first
the
incident.
first incident in the
Katie did just say
Discord.
when they came up,
That was about the incident that I had seen, which was the second live,
they
which
need to
was
correct themselves.
well, I'm that's
So
literally what I'm fucking doing for you. So, yeah, so
Yeah,
it was
and
about the
we had.
second one because I was the one in there because Katie even came to my DMs about the second one. Didn't even come to my DMs about the first one.
Yeah.
why didn't I get summoned?
Well, because
Oopsies.
I figured you were at work. West, stop unmuting, please. So first of all, I didn't mention you guys. I mentioned you for a quick second during the second one. Sorry, yeah, during the second live, to mention that I am tired of cis people talking wrong on us in our lives. And if you disconnect one more time, West, I'm just going to drop it. So you need to stop.
So can
So
I
anyway,
actually
I
just
hate
okay,
to be
mention something,
disrespectful in
so
Kaytee?
our
you made
lives,
that. So
but
you made that choice. Be quiet, Alex. So you will get your chance. Do believe. So there's that
Outside,
point.
wait, time out, time out. I'm sorry, to cut you off. Outside
It's
of
okay.
all the like mod wars and like all that shenanigans, I don't really care about that. I care about the science, and I want to hear about how is that wrong and how that negated to the conversation, and like what really like made someone think that that was appropriate to say if that wasn't factual.
And by the way, I didn't come up hot and heavy. My exact quote,
I
my
mean, I will
exact,
admit, Katie, you do sometimes come out aggressive when there's misinformation.
Okay, I
So,
want to make something very clear as well. I think this a lot of the misconception is well, it's just the way Katie speaks. I think
mhm,
Katie just has that tone
yeah,
when
yeah,
it's just a tone. Because I mean, nurse, you know, will be like talking and having a good time and laughing, and I still sound the exact
mhm.
same way.
Yeah, but
yeah.
when it comes to
I,
education and like learning and stuff, you come very
I,
like nerdy and
I
your nerdy kicks in. So I'm just making that clear that sometimes when your nerdy kicks in, you get kind of crazy.
but here's the
Good,
thing.
I have ammunition now. Good luck with trying to have a platform
But,
still, y'all. Girl, what? What
so
is the fuck? Girl, I
so
was just
so
correcting you.
so here's the thing, right? I didn't come up there hot and heavy. First, to add my agent pronouns, I mentioned it 28 they them.
Hmm.
And then I said, "Hey, I want to correct something that Brizzle said, and that was incorrect." And he said, "What?" And I said, "It is not possible for you to have both spermatozoa and eggs at the same time." And they're like, "Oh, are you
Uh-huh.
trying to deny her cousin's existence?" And I said, "No, I'm telling you, it's impossible." And that's when they started crashing the fuck out. I did not come in there angry whatsoever. I just wanted to point that out. And then I even said, you can have one and denote to the other. That is possible. That's how
Hmm.
female, for example, can have a vagina, right? But have testicles,
Yes.
or how somebody can have a whole peen and have and have a uterus. So you can have
Hmm.
one and denote to the other, but you cannot have both at the same time. It is impossible. And you guys accuse me of trying to deny somebody's existence. That never happened. And if you're gonna sit there and say it does, go get the footage and drop it in the Discord or bring it up here.
Or send it to me. My Discord's the same name as here.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Get the proof. Prove me wrong.
I'm pretty neutral and I'm pro science
Same
as
here.
a biologist.
On
Um,
Can
Soldier
I
of
can I
Rome,
just say something really quick?
Go LARP in somebody else's comment section. It's not. We don't live in Rome. You're not Roman. Go LARP somewhere else. Go ahead,
so I want
Alex.
to hear from Alex. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. So, I just want to say, like, I was on the panel, but I never gave any specific input to that entire conversation. And if somebody, if there was a reaction, you should also, you have to also appreciate that Wes is very, very, very defensive of our community, and he's very he fights.
They,
Sorry, I'm so
they,
terrible. Yes, I'm so terrible at
she.
this. I'm it's my fault. So they continue. They fight very, very hard for inclusivity, and they don't want. So when somebody comes up and they start talking over people trying to make a point, and they start trying, and when people try to invalidate another person, they are defensive and they stand up for their friends.
But here's the
And
thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to say, like, if my understanding of having, intersex friends and intersex people that I love deeply, um, I don't fully understand it, but my understanding, especially when it comes to the defense of the trans community specifically, my whole understanding and how I bridge the logic in my mind is that if scientifically, if there is something genetic that creates or that intersex people exist physically, meaning that they have X, XX or XY chromosomes and they present physically the opposite gender than or whatever, then it follows logically that the mind and the brain can do the same thing as far as the process of gender. And so that's how I've always kind of appreciated and looked at it. And so, and maybe that's my own personal ignorance that I see in a way that, that intersex people, like, during the Olympic or during the Olympics with that boxer that was persecuted relentlessly on the internet nonstop and accused of being a trans woman because they were intersex. And it
There's nothing that
resulted
says they're
in,
intersex, by the way.
what was that?
There's nothing proving that they're intersex.
I could have sworn that they had some kind of test that they went through that they
No, no, no.
showed.
No, that
Mm-mm.
just proved that she was female.
Yeah, yeah. So what happened was, Russia, and mind you, Russia did this not with this with her, but with a Taiwanese Taekwondo champion too. So Imani Khalif and the Taiwanese woman, they both beat the Russians, and so the Russians claim that these two people were intersex, but there's no test or anything that they have ever presented showing that they were intersex or trans. They made that shit up because they got creamed. This is what happens when you
Oh,
don't
I
actually
don't
go and
see.
read. This is what happens when you don't actually go and do the research and just listen to whoever. You need to go do the research. And this
Yeah,
is
Well,
why
I'm
I
so
get
talking
tired of
about.
cis
I
people
guess.
talking
I
about
guess if I
this
if I
is
could
why
Iman
finalize.
Khalif, when she went back, the only test that she got was just to prove that she was like biologically female.
yeah, and
Um,
she sued
But the whole thing,
they
right?
just
uh
said
Was
she
I
was intersex because she's like masculine and tall and big or whatever.
exactly,
That was
exactly, and
yeah,
so
it.
and this is
the
why we are
persecution was the
tired.
point,
This
right?
is why we are tired.
The
And this is why we are
persecution was the
tired.
point,
This
right?
is why we are tired of what goes on with us because you guys don't know what the hell you're talking about. And that's the whole point of me going up there and going at the friendlies. I'm sick and tired of it. And I'm not the only one. There's a lot of us, especially those of color, who are tired of our friendlies going up, talking on us with little to none of us up on the panel and getting shit wrong. You guys are doing a lot more harm than the fucking ops are.
We have trans people on the panel every night, all the time, constantly.
Yeah,
That's part of the entire thing.
there was not a trans person up there to my knowledge, number
Not
one.
last night.
Yeah,
Okay, to
and
your knowledge, do you know? Did
I
everybody
just said
identify
to
the
my,
pronouns and tell you
I
that they were
just,
when you? To your knowledge, do you know? Did
I
everybody
just said
identify
to
the
my,
pronouns and tell you
I
that they were
just
when you met them? Yes or no? Did
listen,
everybody self-identify
listen,
you and give?
Bug. Did I not just say, to my knowledge, there was none? And did I not say that before this person started asking, did I ask anybody? So why the hell are they sitting there trying to ask me a question I answered beforehand, knowing that they're going to ask me the question? So why are you asking me a question I already answered ahead of time, Alex? Go ahead and unmute.
The self-identification of everybody that's present, and that you sit
Alex,
here and
Alex,
say that there was nobody else that was present.
Alex, did I not just say before you even asked, to my knowledge, there was nobody up there that was trans?
So you didn't
Before,
know. When you say to my knowledge,
did did I or did I not say, to my knowledge, there was not before you asked me the question?
Kaytee already is
with
yes,
the
yes.
statement
What
to
Alex? Kaytee is conceding that yes, they did presume that there weren't any trans people up there on the panel, and that they didn't know that there weren't any that there were trans identified people on the panel. They are
Yeah,
they are answering your question. Yes.
yeah, and Bug, did I not ask that? Didn't I not say that before this person asked me the question of did I ask anybody?
Hmm.
Thank you. So there's no need for that question. I knew you would ask it ahead of time, so I answered you ahead of time. Stop getting into your feelings and listen.
Don't tell me to stop
But
getting
I
into
am
my
a fair
feelings. You don't
person.
know what my feelings are. You don't know anything
Yes, I
about me.
do. You are.
No, you
Yes,
don't.
I
You
do.
can't define
Yes,
me.
I
You
do.
can't tell me who I
Yes,
am, what I am.
yes, I do. And know you're triggered because if you weren't triggered, you would not sit there and ask me the question that I already answered for you. Not even 10 seconds before. Not even 10 seconds before. Y'all need to come correct. I'm sorry. Did I not say ahead of time? To my knowledge, there was no trans people up there before you asked the question.
Yes, you did, but
Thank you. Thank you for the
prior
concession.
to that, you
Thank you for
literally
the concession.
invalidated everybody else.
I did not invalidate anything. I wanted proof. There is no such thing as somebody having both the ability to produce sperm and eggs. That is impossible. Nurse here is an actual nurse. It is impossible. My mother is a nurse well over several of a few decades. She would have told me that shit. Could I ask her about this kind of thing? I have her fucking papers. I have her fucking books. I helped edit some of her papers. I helped write some of her papers. Do believe I would know this. So Brizalia, she straight up, she either didn't know what she's talking about or she lied. And I will sit there and say that on the stand. She did not know or she lied. That's it. She could not have been telling the truth. It is impossible. But go ahead and unmute. So the point is, I'll tell you. The point was this. She brought up misinformation. Now, mind you, I wasn't anybody with any kind of animosity whatsoever. Not one bit. Because in the end, we all care about trans people and intersex people and the community in general. Okay? I want you guys to be good at what you do. Just like if I had said something wrong, I'd want you guys to copy me on my shit. And it's happened before. All right? That ain't a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. But I went up there saying this is not possible, and you guys went hard on me. And if you want to prove me wrong, go get the audio, and either bring it up here or drop it in Nurse's server, or we can go point for point on this. One of the two.
If what you're saying is true,
It's not
and if
there.
you
I
want
can
to,
prove it.
please send it to me because
Wait,
I
wait, wait,
agree
wait,
with
wait, wait.
you.
How would I send it to you? Number one, I'm blocked. Number two, I don't know anybody over there. But you
Well,
know the you know the
if we
you know
follow
the
each
host.
other, you can DM it to me, right?
You know the host. You know the mods. So you can get it. I can't get it. I do not get a copy of the lives I'm on. I wish I thought to get on my
No,
computer.
I'm sorry,
I
you
wish
misunderstood.
I thought to get on my computer and record the whole thing because then I'd have a copy of it. But I did not. So you know the hosts. You know the mods. You can get it. I cannot. I do not know anybody over
You
there.
misunderstood what I was saying, Katie. I was saying DM the proof to me, DM the study to me. That's what I'm saying.
Which study?
I don't whatever the science that you're citing, I want to
I'm
learn
not.
about it so that because
I didn't cite anything. I'm saying it is impossible for somebody to have the ability to produce both sperm and eggs. You guys
I'm
have said,
saying
a fantastic claim, so you have to come up with the fantastic evidence. So you guys have to prove
and
that.
I am saying to cite your sources to me so that I can
But
learn,
you
so that
guys
I can
are making the
understand.
fantastic. You guys are making the fantastic claim. So you have to present the fantastic evidence. I do not. You
No,
guys
no.
made the claim.
If we are making statements in ignorance, and you have proof and you have evidence to
No,
back
no,
up the claim that
you,
disprove us, share it with me. I
do
want to
you?
learn.
I'm sorry. Do you
That's what
not
I'm
know how?
saying.
Do you not know how logic and debate works?
I don't care. I'm a
Okay, so
person,
you don't. So
and
you
I'm
don't.
like,
So you
I
don't.
don't.
Kaytee,
What the
Alex,
fuck, dude?
What's
Alex.
up, Calcifer?
One second. Pause. My neurospiciness is getting out of hand, and also And Alex, I'm not speaking for Alex by any means, but to my understanding, Alex is a viewpoint, I would say, is that you, I know you, I know Kaytee, you're friendly. I get that. However, I'm speaking on like, if I was hypothetically there last night, you came in as a guest. They don't know you. I understand that you were trying to clarify that you were a guest. I completely get that. However, you they were treating you as a guest. Um, you you stated a claim, and you need they were asking you to back up your claim, like how we ask ops to back up their claims. That's what Alex, I believe Alex is getting at, so
I
they can learn from it.
Calcifer, I get that. What I'm saying is this: I do not have to present anything because that is an impossible thing. Fantastic claims require fantastic evidence.
What do
So
you think
they
I'm
are
asking
telling
proof
me,
for, Kaytee? What do you
listen,
think I'm asking?
Alex, listen. Hold on. How about this? How about this? Excuse me, nurse.
Excuse me, nurse. What do you think I'm asking about claims for?
Hey, nurse.
I can
Oh my
open
God,
my
I swear she
laptop.
was
Hold
asleep.
on.
Okay, so how about this? Bug, you research this stuff, don't you?
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Why is it so
Okay.
hard to
How are
DM me
you?
a study like a regular?
Listen,
Yes,
nurse,
I'm back. Yes.
I can't, like, why is it so hard to be like a
stop,
person?
stop, nurse,
Stop unmuting me because
stop.
Wait,
I'm
Alex.
talking,
Well,
I'm
Alex,
talking.
I
one
don't,
second. What's your
I'm
question?
unmuting. I really,
Okay, Alex, stop,
so,
please, Alex, please. Not you
I dropped
running.
Alex. No, I dropped
Okay,
Alex.
okay. So, nurse, you are a nurse, correct?
Unfortunately.
You have your medical degrees and stuff, right?
Unfortunately.
Now, Bug, you research this stuff, don't you?
I was
Counselor,
waiting
you
for
research
Bug to
this.
say unfortunately.
Counselor, you research this stuff, do you not?
Unfortunately,
And same here. Do either of the four of you? I don't know about Noor. So, oh,
I mean, my family is full of kind of. I mean, not full. My mom always went to med school, but yeah, a lot of people involved in medical stuff.
okay. So out of the five of us, have any of us ever heard of somebody being able to produce both sperm and eggs?
Um,
My answer is no. I already said it was no.
Mm-hmm.
Alex.
I don't feel equipped to answer this question,
I
and
can't say this word.
I think I may head out. I think this is a lot of personal stuff that
It's okay.
I know nothing about. I hope you guys have a good
Okay.
day, good rest of
No,
your
you're cool.
weekend, and good luck with everything.
No, you're cool. You're cool.
Yeah, just gotta head out. Hope you guys have a nice weekend, or well, rest of it and everything.
Okay, I can't say this word. It starts with an H. You know what word I'm referring
Yeah,
to.
yeah. You're talking about the true H about getting pregnant and stuff.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they can be born with both testicular and ovarian tissue, which does allow them to produce both. But I don't think they can produce it at the same time.
Yeah, so they can produce one or they can produce the other. They can produce one and denote to the other, correct?
Yes.
But they cannot produce both at the same time, correct?
Let me go look.
Because to my knowledge, there's not a single person that's ever lived that's been able to.
No. So it's ovotestis is what it's called in most
Over tested,
cases.
yeah,
However, only with one type of tissue is functional.
yeah,
Their ovaries were to produce eggs, but their testes are unable to produce sperm. Yeah, so usually only one type of tissue is functional.
yeah. So you can only have one complete pathway, right?
There's only been, I think, one documented case of a male who has done that.
Having both.
Regarding the question of whether an individual is capable of producing both, one case study documented a man with ovotestis who is believed let's keep this in mind. I'm believed by physicians who have produced eggs at one point in time before his. No, then no. Sorry, never mind. No, they can't do it at the same time. This says that the case that it's referring to, he produced ovaries and then after a while started producing sperm. So
But
I don't
not at
think
the same
they
time.
can't do it at the same time.
Yeah. So not even one, it just Alex. You just got creamed on that one. You cannot do both at the same time. Do you know of anybody that can do both at the same time, Calcifer?
No, and I already knew that true ageism is only in like plants and stuff.
PMID number 37325 430 on NIH.
Yeah. So saying that somebody can do that is a fantastic claim, right?
Yep.
Nurse, Calcifer,
Yes.
nurse. Not not nurse. Probably doing something important. So if
I told you guys I'm
Delirious is
camping.
in the woods.
oh you're
Delirious is
camping.
in the
Okay.
woods.
So here's the thing. If there's no case where somebody can produce both, and somebody's saying that there is a case where you can produce both, that is a fantastic claim, and that requires fantastic evidence. The burden of proof is not on me. The burden of proof is on them. Because they're making the fantastic claim, not me. I don't have to prove or disprove shit. That's an anecdote that person could be wrong on or is lying about. That's it. There's no other options.
Yeah, with this condition as well, it does state that they typically denote to one sex rather than the other.
Yeah, so you can have a peen and have a uterus. You can have a vag and have testes, for example. So you can denote to one and have the other, but that's it. That's as close as you'll get.
Yeah. Anyways, can like cis people stop speaking for us? I'd love that.
Yeah. And it's this shit that I'm fucking sick and tired of.
I'm an ally, but let me yell at trans people for speaking out about misinformation.
Yeah, and then you guys really dropped me because they kept calling me Irish, blah 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 blah, and I didn't want Irish to get any shit. I just come up on that profile because you guys blocked me on this one, and I forgot that I switched the name over and I couldn't switch it back. It was Irish's paper shredder, making a reference to something that happened 2 days ago on Irish's panel. I didn't want anybody thinking that Irish is saying this shit. That's why I tried telling you guys, my name is Kaytee, my name is Kaytee, and you guys dropped me when I was trying to correct what was being said. And if you guys want to sit there and dispute that one, Red was there for that part. Red was there for the last 5 or 10 minutes saying, what is wrong with Kaytee correcting you guys on my name? And I know that because I came back on the third profile and saw that, and then went and got the fucking screenshot of that person, of the Bazilia person's profile and Ayana's profile.
Yo,
So what are you
Buckethead, don't
guys
ever
talking
call me a
about?
liberal again. That's like literally calling me a slur. Don't ever call me a liberal again. Also, yeah, I was there
I'm a
for this.
liberal.
If you say that one more time, I'm finding you.
I'm a liberal.
You say it like a white woman, too.
Joke's on us, she is a white woman.
Oh my god, I'm being catfished.
But yeah, that's what the fuck happened. So when I saw you guys' name, I was like, oh, these two motherfuckers. The motherfuckers that want to sit there and talk on our shit and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm gonna clock you guys every single fucking
Oh,
time.
keep your mic muted until we address you. Thank you. Also, yeah, like that's yeah.
You guys get that shit right or you stop talking about our existence. One of the two. Without us up there. Or having
Yeah,
only
I
one of
mean,
us
like,
up there.
he said, I mean, like, one of the points he brought up was, like, what is the problem if she got it wrong, if the point is
Whose
ultimately the
live was
same?
it?
It's like, well, I would just prefer not people to, in their allyship, not also be wrong.
And I even said this is to them. This is just like when white people think that they're doing something for us black people and then getting shit wrong. It's the exact fucking same.
I am part black.
That's nice. Anyway, so yeah, there
No,
is
no. I
something.
might.
Stop, please, because we're almost done. Well, I'm almost done. So that is the problem. You guys are causing active harm to us and spreading misinformation. And then when a GC half worth of assault comes up there and clocks you and makes you guys look stupid, you guys are going to be crying and bitching and moaning and looking like fucking fools. And outside don't need that shit. So what it takes is people like me going, you know what, cool, we like our friendlies, we love our friendlies, but we're going to get you on your shit, then we're going to get you on your shit.
So we have to keep telling you that they the idea of facts not feelings is correct. I'm not up here to debate feelings. I'm up here to debate facts. And if your facts are wrong, it doesn't matter the feeling behind it. Your facts are so fucking wrong. And I would just prefer
So
not to be spoken for in a way that's wrong.
I'm gonna say this too, that Katie does have some type of point, some. In a non-aggressive way, I would say that GCs listens to our lives all the time. They like to hover over us because they don't get any oppositions on their side anymore because we all agreed to not panel or go into their panels. Um, so now they think of us all as a monolith. So if you're saying something
Agreed.
wrong, if
Y'all
you're saying
agreed. That's
something,
it.
if you, thank you for interrupting me. If you are saying something wrong, I'm kidding. That was so aggressive.
You're welcome. But yes, just wanted to specify. Y'all agreed. I didn't.
So, anyways, they already think of us as a monolith. So if you're saying something wrong and you can't back it up, like you can't back it up now, they're gonna think of all of us that way, and they're gonna keep pointing this out to us and harassing us when we don't even know what you're talking about.
We don't even know you guys. You don't even go here.
Wait. Can we move on? Because them two left.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
RJ, can I get age and pronouns, please?
20, he, him,
What year were you born?
2004.
Okay.
Why are you questioning me? Like, you're looking at my fake?
Yeah, let me get your social security number too, actually.
No, thank
Ooh.
you.
And
And your
the
mother's
three digits.
maiden name?
Yeah, and the
Can
three digits on the back of your credit card.
you lift your balls and cough?
Oh
No,
my
thank
God.
you.
No balls. No, he literally said no balls.
No
Gotcha.
balls. What's up, dude?
Well, I came up here to say that if trans men can be toxically masculine, then there's no reason to claim that they are better men than, regular men overall, or cis men, I mean.
Oh, I
Nobody's
forgot
saying
to
that.
change the background.
Huh? What does that mean?
Nobody's saying that.
OMG
Oop.
21 and 2000. I said
What
20,
girl?
by the way. I said
Ignore
20.
that. I'm sorry. That was an accident.
Delirious. Not the
Ignore
time
that.
or place.
Ignore that. I'm sorry.
This
What's
isn't the
that?
time or place for your gooner art. Get it out of here.
I got that shit fucking screenshotted.
I mean, like, I think that anybody can uphold toxic masculinity. I don't think, like, toxic masculinity is just something that, like, men uphold. I think that, like, toxic masculinity is just, like, a mindset that, like, upholds the patriarchy.
Just like being a
Good.
boomer.
Good. It seems like you know your shit.
Oh,
Hey, can you use
thanks.
your normal voice and not your I want to be my dad voice?
Can you not question everything that I do? Thank you.
I'm not questioning anything about you. I just want to know if you can use your normal voice and not your I want to be your dad voice.
What
I
if
mean, I
this
want to.
is my normal voice?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be sorry for you when you're 40, but okay.
All right. Great.
What is
You're
this?
awfully judgmental, you know.
I'm not judging you, honey. You don't mean that much to me. You
Honey
mean,
is condescending.
We're not Christians. We don't judge. Anyways.
yeah. You don't mean anything to
Why
me,
you say
RJ.
you say that
I'm
you
gonna
say
forget
that
about
as
you
if
in
there'd
like
be a
10
chance that
minutes.
I'd be religious.
I'm gonna forget about you in about 10 minutes if you're
Hold on,
lucky.
Abaddon, I need you to pick up your victim card off the floor and, like, walk it out the door. You stupid
Abaddon?
bitch. Yeah,
Abaddon.
sorry, yeah, you stupid bitch. I saw you in a live yesterday complaining about, like, all you guys do is hurt cis people and all you guys do is attack. I can't even have an opinion
I
anymore.
Not
spoke
the
about the
voice.
teleturf.
Not the voice. Not the
So,
voice.
pick up your
Oh
victim
my
card off the
god.
floor and fucking leave.
Insufferable.
Girl, who is. Oh. How are you doing today, RJ?
I am doing lovely.
I looked
That's good.
hot last night. Or yesterday, and the day before.
You did.
Yeah. So yeah, I was looking at my picture. I'm like, oh damn, I'm a doll. I have that moment where I'm like, oh fuck, I'm a fucking doll, and I just realized it.
I know Calcifer is against this background,
I mean, it's true.
so Cal, you don't have to stay for this background. But I know Bug should be in bed by now.
Yeah, I definitely
But
should be. I was literally about to pull a tube.
but come to bed with me.
Oop,
Coming.
oop.
In more ways than one.
I'm
Look
waiting
how
Okay,
it
for
says
Venus.
you.
21 plus to join. Fun fact, raising the age of consent is exactly what right wingers want.
Yeah, I don't care what you're
That
saying.
what?
What
That's
are you
actually the
talking
opposite
about,
of what they
bruh?
want,
No.
brother.
That is what they want.
What
It
are you
is what they
talking
want.
about age of consent for, my
I
dude?
don't I don't give a shit, RJ. Bugs and I were having a one-on-one conversation. Fuck off. So Bugs, come the fuck to bed. I'm
Oh my
waiting for
God,
you.
so aggressive.
I'm coming to bed, yes. Don't come
Wait
up.
a minute. Wait a minute. Do you and Calcifer live together?
No, I
Yes.
wish.
I was gonna say, I'm like, was there some lore I did not know? But
So
okay.
the lore is that
I
Bugs is
support
my
it.
king and I'm her queen. So that's the
So
lore.
Bug is cheating on me.
Um,
Bitch, he be
Wait,
cheating on me with
bitch,
you.
nurse, your bed dad is cheating on me. The fuck?
oh my god.
Dun dun dun.
This just turned into a brothel.
A brothel is wild. You know what? I was actually gonna send you some fucking bikini pics today, nurse, but now fuck it.
I mean, I just took some earlier, so
No, it's too late. I can't send them to you because you're like with some you're with some man. Number one.
Y'all, we have I think we have guests. Yep. Oh, PP's up.
should we allow guests? As
Come
long
on.
as they're not Christian. We don't allow
Oh,
Christians up in here.
yeah.
There he is. What if I said I was Christian? What if?
I mean, did you change your name to Christina?
Yes, let's say that.
W.
Are you a Christian or are you saying you're a Christian?
I am totally joking.
Damn it!
Sleepy.
I was so ready to disconnect you too, and then bring you back up.
Sleepy, you
Damn.
didn't load in. If you want to try again, go ahead, I guess.
Also, sorry about earlier. It's just those two guys were the most, and I was really hoping I'd run into the people from the other two lives. Those are the ones I really wanted to chew the fuck up. But
Why not the host? Who was the host?
the host of that was Ayana. I have a screenshot of their live or whatever, so I can show you exactly who they were. And guess what? Guess what, nurse? Guess who else was in that panel?
Who?
Definitely Blue.
LOL. And Blue agreed with this?
But until my knowledge, Blue didn't stop and say shit about anything. Blue just let the misinformation happen. Didn't say, "Hey, I know Kaytee." Yada, nothing. And I did reach out to Blue, and nothing. Yeah,
Blue's
Blue.
usually into
You're
correcting
talking about.
misinformation.
Are you talking about the panel I saw you on?
Um. No. The very first one, definitely Blue was on that one.
Ariana is. I'm trying to think.
Ayana was the first one. The second one was somebody else, and the third one was somebody else. The second and third were the ones that you and I were talking in and talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, you know what? Because I am ready to be that bitch. So here is the profile picture. I'm sorry, not the profile picture. Here's the screenshot of the live. Right there.
I just want
It's
to say
Ayana.
hi.
There's Alex. There's definitely Blue. There's Resizzles.
Just to be clear, and I don't mean to be rude, how many people up there were trans?
To my knowledge, like I said, to my knowledge, none of them.
Wait 1 second. I need to call him out because because he's my stalker. Hi, stalker. Hi, Pollywogs. How are you?
Oh,
How's your morning?
oh, wait,
Also, I
he
just wanted to
stalks you
say,
too? I thought it was special because he comes up here and stalks me and claims I'm a P3 with no proof.
Nah. He comes at me for my teeth and is ableist
also,
as fuck.
He came at. I don't remember what
I
it
just
was he
wanted to
said the
say
other day.
hi.
Oh, hey.
Hey, I can't stay for too long, so I won't take up your time. I was just trying to say hi to Castlefer, hi Delirious. I'm not sure everyone else, so I do apologize. But it's nice to meet you. Also, I was just curious about what you mean in the background. So I was just curious what your take was on it, if you don't mind me asking. So I'm
Wait,
also a trans individual myself.
yeah, so I'm just gonna tell you this. We're still not given the answer yet. Text
Oh,
my
okay.
Discord. No, my Discord's in the link in the bio. Click on it, and then under sources, click make sure when you come in, click education or debate talk, one of those two. Um, and it'll
Okay.
give you access to all my sources. Go under biology and look at the source Katie posted.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
drop and enjoy my
I'm
my
also
Sunday. So
I'm also
Bugs,
Or
gonna
sh-
go to
drop.
bed.
so
I'm
wait,
going to bed.
Wes, Katie, are we giving out the answer? Yeah or no?
Yeah, I want him to fight for it. I want him to
Okay.
struggle. Just like we
Oh,
struggle
so
every day.
Calcifier and Bug are dropping together because they're going to be lovers together.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Good night.
You're cheating on me, Bug. You're a
Not
cheater
me disconnecting Bug before he can do anything.
because he's a cheater.
A serial cheater just like you!
Oh, I would never.
Bitch, you just. Okay. Okay. You would never, you say, but you did it and you admitted it right here in 4K.
You don't have access to this live.
Huh?
You don't have access to any of my lives.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh huh. Even if I didn't have access, I could always just record it. By the way, I still need to teach how to because you dipped out that one time.
Yes, because I have. You got my text message, right?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
I did.
So
I
check
lied. I'm
Discord.
sorry. I just wanted you to tell. Yeah, you had kid stuff going on.
I found it.
You found what? Your kids?
My my camera. Oh my god.
I was gonna say losing a kid to be wild work. Speaking of
That
which,
is
oh sorry.
something I've never done.
Speaking of which, I found a kid's skeleton today. It was weird.
Excuse me?
Exactly what I said. I found a kid's skeleton today.
Like an actual child?
Yeah, an actual child skeleton.
How did you come up with that?
Uh, don't worry about that part. But yeah, I found a child
Don't say that.
skeleton.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. No. Now I have to worry. How did you?
Possible deniability. Don't worry about it. You're not a mandated reporter. Actually, I know
Hey
you are.
yo,
Don't say you're not. I know. I mean, don't say you are. I know you are.
I'm what?
You're a mandated reporter. You have to mandate. Mandatory reporter. If something's going on, you have to tell the authorities.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Just know that I found it.
Did you
I
forget I
left it
was?
there. No, I knew you are.
Did you call the police?
Nope.
Excuse me?
A cab. A cab. I left the skeleton there.
Anyways, um, we're gonna accept some oppositions.
Look. Okay, I know I'm freaking you out. I was playing Skyrim, and there's a part where like you have to find out what happened to this kid, and then you go down the road and you see this
Really?
well,
Really?
and
A
you
video
find
game?
out.
A video game? A
Yeah,
fucking video games?
no. You found like the kid's skeleton and the wooden sword because he was like trying to go out there to take out some wolves because he wanted to join the Legion. So yeah, I found the kid's skeleton, brought back the sword, gave it to the ghost. The kid talked about what happened, and then I got a homestead. That's what I mean by I found the kid's skeleton.
Uh-huh.
No, seriously, dead ass.
I'm upset it was a video game.
wait, you're upset with the video game, but you're freaking out when you thought it was real?
Possibly.
Okay, well, if I really find
I
a
don't.
kid skeleton, I won't tell you.
Can I
Thank
just
you.
ask like, a quick question?
Sure.
I'm just wondering why you use like the word females instead of women, because like
Because then it would be
I
circular.
hmm?
Then it would be circular.
What do you mean?
It
Then
would be a
it would
circular
say,
definition.
yeah, then it would say transgender women are adult human women.
Oh, but I mean they are. I mean I just look like
Yeah.
female is
I
like more
know
of a
it's a
biological word.
it's a circular definition.
Yeah. You people say a women is adult human female. We're saying transgender women are adult human females.
They're not females. They're women. I agree 100%. They're women, but they're not females. She wants is
Yeah.
like XX chromosomes,
Wait.
gender, and yeah.
So, what are necessary conditions to be a female?
You're born with XX chromosomes.
So, everybody born with XX chromosome is a female?
Yeah. Well, like biologically, yeah, but
Are
gender
you,
and gender and
I'm
sex
talking
aren't the
about
same
female.
thing.
Wait, gender and sex. Are you saying gender and sex are the same thing?
No, are not.
Okay, good.
She's like a friendly, but
So
she's
here's the
just
problem.
an unformed.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's
I'm
all.
going soft on her. So here's the thing, Kayla. XX chromosomes do not make you a female. You are aware of that, right?
Okay, so what makes you a female then biologically?
So if you want the answer to that, I invite you to go to Nurse's Discord server,
I
which
mean,
is
I just
in the
believe
bio.
that's the biological thing to make
No,
you female.
it's not because there are males who have XX chromosomes, there are females who have XY chromosomes, and
Aren't
there
those
are females.
intersex people?
Hold on, please. There are females who do not have XX chromosomes.
So why don't you give her your definition?
Okay,
Aren't,
so
wait, can I address that point? Aren't those people who have like chromosomes, aren't they intersex? Is that what you're talking about?
yes, intersex
Yes.
males or intersex females, yes, but
Yes,
there are
I
still male
100% agree.
females.
That's like in a different category to me. I mean, like, mm,
There's still male and
I'm
female.
pretty
Just
sure
like, for example,
they don't have like XX or XY. They have like a different set. If I'm not
So do you
wrong.
not know what a necessary condition is?
What do you mean?
Do you not know what a necessary condition is? She asked you, what is the necessary condition to be a female? And you
A
said
female?
XX chromosome. Yes.
Yes.
Right. So do you understand what an intersex condition, I mean sorry,
necessary
help me.
condition.
Necessary condition, thank you. Is? Sorry, I'm a little tied up right now.
I mean, in this case, and
No,
necessary
no,
condition.
Kayla.
Please don't cut me off.
Kayla, listen, hold on. I'm
But
trying to help you out here. Kayla,
Wiley, you sound like a
She's
little
gonna give
faggot,
you,
bro. Shut up.
she's gonna,
Kayla,
she's
I'm
gonna give
trying
you
to
the
help you.
answer. She's gonna give you an answer.
But
Yeah,
I'm trying.
Kayla, hold on. Kayla,
Please stop
please.
yelling. I'm just
Kayla,
trying
I'm
to
not
answer the
yelling.
question.
Kayla, I'm not yelling. Please, just
Please,
listen.
please stop saying my name.
Please,
Please stop saying
Kayla,
my name. Stop saying my name, please.
Kayla, please listen.
I thought you were more respectful.
Kayla, I am being
You're
respectful.
extremely disrespectful.
Kayla, I'm not being disrespectful. Please just hear me out, please. What we are asking you is, do you know what the term necessary conditions mean?
I just tried to answer it, and you're cutting me off and repeating my name. I thought that's
Okay,
not respectful of you.
then what?
Please stop
Then
cutting me
what
off.
is? What did the term necessary conditions mean?
I said in this case, wouldn't it be like the chromosomes or like what we're talking about?
Kayla,
No, we're not
you're not
asking what
grasping.
they are. We're not asking, Kayla, we're not asking you what they are. We're asking you, what is it?
So necessary
What is a
condition,
necessary condition?
something that's needed, something.
There you go. Thank you.
Right.
Which
Did I
means,
not? You would have stopped cutting me off.
which
You would have
means,
done it way
let's not have the
quicker.
meta conversation. Which means for all X, Y must be true. That's all.
Repeat that. I wasn't listening.
It means for all X, Y must be true. For example, you're talking to us through your cell phone, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all cell phones require electricity to work, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it is a necessary condition. It's not like, because remember, everything has at least one necessary condition. It can have 100, it can have 1,000,000, it can have 1,000,000,000, but everything has at least one. And a necessary condition for a cell phone to work is having sufficient electricity, correct?
Right. Now coming back on topic.
Okay, this is the topic. So what we're saying
about cell
is,
phones.
so what we're I'm doing this to help you track. So what we're saying is there are necessary conditions for to make somebody a female. So we want to know what they are, which means even the outliers like
I
intersex
said.
people, even the outliers like intersex people have to be included.
But don't they have? My question was, don't they have a different set of chromosomes that are not specifically XX or XY?
Not
There
always.
are,
There are
But
yeah.
some
that
that
is
do
like,
have. There are some that have Turner syndrome, which they will have like XX chromosomes and present male, or
No,
XY chromosome.
Turner syndrome has one X
but
chromosome.
do they?
Thank
Okay,
you.
but do the intersex people with XX chromosomes? Do they have like a uterus?
Not
Sorry.
always.
So what are
Do
the necessary conditions to be
Okay,
female?
so
do
please hold on.
intersex people that have XX chromosomes have a uterus?
Not all of them.
So they. Okay, so you said they present male, but they. Okay, you're confusing me.
Nobody said that.
They
I
just
said
said
that.
that.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so there are males with XX chromosomes. They are not females. Unless you're saying that males and females can exist in the same person.
So there are males with XX chromosomes. Okay, so what is making
Correct.
them male? Is it their organs?
So do you know what makes a male? That's going to be in the Discord.
Why
You're
can't we
having a
discuss it here?
discussion. She's asking you a question about the discussion, and you just say go to the Discord. You don't even answer.
Yes, because
I'm not.
we're not giving out we're not giving out the answer because by
Well, then you
doing
don't want to have a
homework.
real discussion.
Listen. By doing homework and research, you will retain it. If I just tell you, you're not going to retain it.
Well, it's
I'm not
probably
going
because
to
you
the
don't
Discord.
know. It's probably because you don't
Okay.
know.
No, I do know. I do know.
So
Actually,
so tell her instead of.
no, I'm good.
Yeah.
She can do the homework if she cares.
I mean, that's why I'm up here to kind of ask a question, and this is kind of
Yes, and the homework is right
this.
there in the server. But
Right, but this
you're
is
saying
supposed
that
to
the
be.
necessary
What's joining your shitty server? I give
Then don't
you're
join.
saying
speech impediment. You sound like a little fucking pussy.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
Okay. Anyway,
ableism.
I'm not even worried about that. I don't give two shits. Which is crazy
But
because I
this
sound
is
like this
supposed to
on
be an
TikTok.
educational live, is
I
what
sound
it
like this
said.
on TikTok, but then on other apps, I sound just fine. So your issue is not necessarily me; it's with TikTok. Anyway,
Anyways,
Kayla,
this is supposed to be an educational live, is it not? Like
this
you said
is
at the
this is,
beginning.
but
So why
see,
aren't you educating me?
Because
okay,
we're
so
not doing
Kayla,
the homework for you?
yeah,
But that's not doing the homework for me if you already know.
we
Just
do
telling
know
me.
the answer.
Just
We've told
inform me.
people. Listen, Kayla, we've told people the answer, and then they go to another live or they come back to our live later on and just do the same bullshit. So by
Okay,
doing the
if you're not
research,
going to educate me,
by
I'm just going
doing
to go ahead and say that females are
that,
people with XX chromosomes.
and you would be incorrect.
Intersex people are the outliers. Gender and sex are not the same thing.
Okay,
You are not, if you were born with XY
Kayla,
chromosomes
Not
and
the
you
crash out.
what?
Kayla,
How am I crashing out?
Kayla, you are crashing out. Not all females have
You sound
XX chromosomes.
ridiculous. Can I
No,
get to my point?
Kayla,
Are you
Kayla, you're
gonna just
failing.
continue to cut me off, or am I gonna be able
Kayla,
to
you're
make a full
failing.
sentence?
You are
I'm not
failing,
going to just
Kayla.
let you talk all over me. This is where
Then you can always leave.
like you want to have a conversation, but you can't have a cordial one.
Kayla, I have been cordial this entire time.
Kayla, you're not being cordial.
Kayla, I have been cordial this entire
You
time.
guys are just
If you
sensitive,
think
saying
I'm
that I'm
being
crashing out.
antagonistic, antagonistic, it's because it's a you problem.
I tell you,
I
man,
sound the same way. I sound the same way when I talk to nurse. You know, when we're joking about something or whatever else, which is just how I sound. So whatever you're
Females have
picking up
X.
from it,
Let's consider.
not all females have XX
Will you
chromosomes.
not fucking cut me off?
Not all females have XX chromosomes, Kayla. You're
So
failing the
Kayla, you haven't.
tell
Kayla.
me a female with XY chromosomes.
Swire
Female,
syndrome.
not woman. Female.
Swire syndrome. They have XY. It's XY female.
And I said we're not talking about intersex people at the moment.
You have to include them if you're talking about necessary conditions. You said necessary conditions
But
means you have to have.
people have
Kayla,
people have those functions of.
Kayla, you
They don't
said
have both functions. That's kind of wild.
yeah, they don't have both functions, Kayla. We just finished having like a whole almost hour-long thing about how that is impossible.
What is impossible?
It is impossible to have both, to be able to produce both sperm and eggs at the same time. It is impossible.
I never said that.
You said both functions. That's why.
I said they have Okay, so intersex people.
Tell me what makes a person intersex then, because no, I know they don't make sperm and eggs, but let's say they like people with PCOS. Some of those are intersex, right?
People with PCOS are not intersex. No,
Some of them are.
they can be.
Some people can be, but PCOS is not intersex.
I never said it was. I said people with it can be.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So,
But those people can.
I never
Those
said
people
that
can
they all are. Stop
listen.
putting words in my mouth.
Listen, Kayla. Those people can also be
Are
black.
you
They can also be
transgender?
Kayla.
Are you transgender?
Kayla. Those people can be black. Those people can be short. Those people could walk down the street on all fours. Okay. Yes, those things
Okay,
can
you're
be
not.
true.
You said you weren't educating me, right? So stop. I'm asking you a
No.
question. I'm asking you a question.
Kayla. You still haven't given us
This
the
is why
necessary
nobody
conditions.
takes you guys.
Kayla, you failed the necessary conditions to make somebody a female. I do recommend that you go and after
So
you
tell me. You tell me then.
you have to
Because
go to the server. The
I'm
server
not.
has the
No,
info.
you're not gonna tell me that I can't tell
Then
you.
you don't care
You can't
about
tell.
us.
You,
You
you're
don't care
right. I
about
don't.
trans people.
Oh, I don't care about trans people because I'm not joining your Discord. Wow.
Yes, because you're not willing to put in the work to show that you care.
I do believe that trans women are women. I don't believe they're females. They're not females.
We are females.
Where's your uterus?
You don't have to have a uterus to be a female.
Where's your uterus?
Listen, Kayla. Not all females have uteruses.
You naturally produce estrogen?
Okay, so yes, there are some. Listen, Kayla.
Everybody produces
Kayla,
estrogen.
I am answering your question.
I'm adding on to my statement.
Kayla, not all females
I'm
can
adding
produce
on to my
sufficient.
statement. You're not.
Not all females can produce sufficient estrogen, and some males can produce more estrogen
That's
than
what I was
testosterone.
saying. You wouldn't let me finish. I was going to say everybody produces
Oh
estrogen.
man, now you're just crashing out.
I'm not. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little bit frustrated because you won't stop muting me and you won't stop cutting me off.
Don't crash out.
You won't stop muting me and you won't stop cutting me off. Is that not a reason to get a little bit frustrated?
No, it's not, because you've talked over me and I've been just fine this whole time.
I've talked over you when you started talking over me.
That's nice. That's nice. Continue.
See, you're being childish. This is why
I'm not being childish.
This is why nobody can take you guys serious.
That's nice. Are you going to do the meta conversation some more, or are you going to give us?
Where's your naturally produced estrogen? Where's your uterus? You're not a female. You may be a woman, but you're not a female.
You don't have to have a uterus to be a female.
You're not a female. Okay, what makes a female?
Listen,
then?
Kayla.
What makes a female? What makes a female?
That's why you guys can
Answer
hear
the
me.
question.
Wait, Kayla, time out. Kayla, both sexes produce estrogen and testosterone.
I already said that.
So you just made the statement that they don't, though. You said where do you naturally produce estrogen?
He cut me off, and I said both people. I don't care. They cut me off, and
I don't care is wild.
Yeah, I just corrected you, and you say you're an ally, but then you are wrong. You're not an ally.
Yeah. Imagine sitting there saying that you care about. Hold on a second. I'll be done in I'll be done in 3 seconds. So imagine saying that you care about trans people, but then you sat there and said that you don't care about trans person's pronouns. This is the issue with you guys. Anyway, I'm sorry, Max. Go ahead. I unmuted you.
What? Okay. Oh, is it just gonna be me? I thought Kayla was gonna be in here too. All right.
No, Kayla decided to be disrespectful, so we dropped her, and she was not listening.
All right. Well, what do you want to go with this, man? Tell me what your beliefs are. Do you think transgender?
Where's the man?
Actually, let me. Are you a transgender female?
I'm a trans person.
Okay.
I'm a female.
Yeah.
And you're a female. All right. So I'm gonna ask you this: are you a biological?
We're all biological.
You have Wally West. Do you have biological female chromosomes?
I don't know, and you don't either.
You don't know? Okay.
No.
Let me summarize.
Wait, Max.
No,
okay. Max, hold on. Do you know what yours are?
Yes.
What are they?
They're male.
No. What are your chromosomes?
I have 23.
What are your chromosomes?
24 actually. Sorry, 23 is.
What are your chromosomes, Max?
X and Y.
Stop.
Okay, so you know for sure. I know, right? So you know for sure that you have XY chromosomes, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got a very simple question for you. Since you know your chromosomes, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What is the test that you had to take in order to prove you have XY chromosomes?
You don't need to take a test to know you have XY chromosomes.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
I can tell you why.
No, you have to
We
have
can't
a
wait
test.
to hear why.
If you have a fully functioning sexual organ, you have
Mhm.
it. If it's not deformed at all, and you have a fully functioning sexual organ of the sex, you have an XY or chromosome. You don't need to take a test to get your
That's
chromosome.
incorrect.
Yeah, that's incorrect. You have to have a test in order to know your chromosomes. And there's also males who have XX chromosomes, which is an intersex condition, who have full masculinization of the phallus. So you can have a whole functioning one. Yes, a phallus. You know, a penis.
I didn't even know what phallus. What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, so you can have XX chromosomes as a male and have a fully masculinized penis. That is a thing. So you saying that in order to have a fully working system, you have to have XY chromosomes is incorrect.
Okay, have you gotten a test?
So once again, Max, what is the name of the test that lets you know your chromosomes?
Have you gotten a test, Wally West?
Max, what's the name of the test?
You don't. This semantics. I don't need to know.
It's not semantics. You say you know. You said you know what your chromosomes are. Then you should
Wally
know what
West,
the test is
this
called.
simple
Do you
question-
know?
Wait, Max. Why would you call it semantics when you don't even know what semantics is?
What do you mean?
You literally just called Wally West's statement semantics when you don't even know what it is. Because it wasn't semantics. Which semantic was it?
Semantics, as in he's just bringing up things that do like
They.
me remembering the exact name of the test is not constructive to this conversation.
It is actually a critical part of this conversation.
How? Wally West, I'll give you. I'll entertain.
Okay, so did you take a test to know your chromosomes?
No, I didn't.
Then you do not know your chromosomes because there's only one way to know.
Okay, you have to get a test.
Yes, you have to get a test to know your chromosomes. And you never had the test, correct?
I've never had the test, no.
Which means that you just admitted you do not know your chromosomes.
You could say that, yes. You could say, I guess I don't know for sure my chromosomes because I haven't.
You don't know your chromosomes at all.
But I also don't know I have any testosterone because I also haven't got that tested at all. I mean, you don't.
Nobody's saying anything about
testosterone.
Everybody has testosterone. Everybody has estrogen. What I'm saying,
have never gotten tested that my semen isn't alive, but I can guess that it is.
Max, you don't even know the name of the test that will prove that you have XY chromosomes, and yet you're so confident that you know what your chromosomes are.
What's the name of the test?
The name of the test is a karyotype. Karyotype test.
Okay.
Yeah, so you didn't even know that, and you wouldn't know that if you had the test done.
I don't need to know the name of the exact test to get your chromosomes.
Yes.
You don't need to
I have not even had it, and I know what the name of it is. So if you knew for sure, you would have to get the test, and you wouldn't know the name of the test.
Why haven't you gotten the test done?
Because it is expensive.
How expensive is it?
It is between $5,000 and $10,000, depending. Unless it's medically necessary to the point where you have to have it, and where you have to go and get it tested and paid for by insurance. It is very expensive. It is very expensive and cost prohibitive. Now, I personally think everybody on the planet at birth should get karyotyped, but we're not there yet.
Okay.
But you haven't had it, so when you ask me what are my chromosomes, I don't know. I'm thinking that nurse doesn't know, and I know you don't know what your chromosomes are.
All right. I don't want to. I want you to preface this before I ask you these questions, Wally West. Don't mean to be disrespectful by them. Okay. All right. I want to preface that, so don't take any disrespect.
You can be disrespectful if you want to. You don't bother me.
I don't want to be.
You don't bother me. Just go ahead.
Okay.
When you were born, were you born with a penis or a vagina? Straight up, when you came out of your mother's womb.
I was born a baby. Why are you wondering about baby's genitals?
You can't do that. You can't.
Why are you? Yes, I can. Why are you wondering about baby's genitals, dude? That's weird.
I'm
not deflecting. You're literally asking me. You're literally asking me if as a baby, what was I going with? You are literally questioning.
You're gonna deflect. All right, I get where you're going with this. All right,
that's weird.
We'll get off of this topic. How old are you, Wally West?
How old am I?
28.
28.
How have you undergone any sex change surgery?
That is a weird question. Do you ask strangers?
Okay, so now we're deflecting again. All right.
If I'm
so
not deflecting, I'm saying that is a weird question.
It's not a weird question.
Do you ask your mother? Do you ask your mother
Hey,
that?
Max.
Do you
Wait.
ask your
No,
mother that?
Max. Wait, Wally West. 1 second. Max, let me simplify this. It's like me asking you, are you circumcised?
Yes.
I don't know you. I don't want to know. Please don't. You.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm
Second of all,
circumcised. I was
it's like
born
me
with
asking
sinus.
you later on, like now that you're an adult, what size are you? I don't want to know your size. You're basically asking personal questions about someone that you don't even know or have any intentions to have any type of relation to know. So why would you
You
ask someone
can't have
about
a constructive conversation about transgender issues.
You don't even.
And
You
about
haven't even.
about
Yes,
the
you can. Without asking about their genitalia, yes,
Hey
you
Max,
can.
Hey Max, you know what's crazy too? You haven't even seen us. I've known Angelica, Miss Piggy over there. I've seen her. She's seen me. I've seen Nurse. I'm assuming Nurse and Angelica have seen each other, and we don't ask each other these questions. And we've known each other for roughly a year at least.
You can't have a
You
conversation.
don't even
about this
know
unless
us, and you're asking us questions that we three who know each other do not
Wally
ask each
West.
other.
To be fair, you live in a bubble.
I don't live in a bubble,
these are
honey.
questions that are asked on online debates about this topic all the time.
No,
And
they're
if
not.
you want,
It's a
if you
weird
want to have,
question to
if
ask
you want to have,
somebody. You're asking me about my baby genitals, and then you're asking me about operations.
Fine. I get it. I'm sorry. I won't ask you about your.
That's
baby genitals.
weird, dude. That's weird.
I know. Okay, it's weird. My bad. I'll preface this. I have a friend. Okay.
I don't care about your anecdote.
His name is.
I
Everett.
don't care about your anecdote.
Oh, dude, you haven't even let me speak.
I don't care about your anecdote, dude. I literally. No, I'm
man.
telling you something personal right now. I literally lack the ability to care about anecdotes.
Oh my God, are you?
I
guys
literally
hilarious? Please tell me.
cannot
He's
care.
being
I do not
disrespectful.
care.
He's not even letting me speak. He won't
I
let
mean,
me.
It's
she
a
did.
day.
She has stated that no, I have stated in my Discord that I don't allow anecdotals in my life, so she's just respecting my boundaries.
Let me put a hypothetical, not an anecdotal, hypothetical. Okay, Wally West. There is a baby. Okay, the baby on the birth certificate is named male because they tested it in the womb and it came back as male.
Their name is male.
No, sorry, the gender
Their
is male.
name is male.
The gender is male.
Wait. So does that mean when they're born, the doctor said to the mom, "You hold on." The doctor, hold on.
You can keep on making fun of me.
Hold on. It's a quick question. It's a quick question. Does this mean that when the doctor when mom has the kid and the doctor has the baby, he hands it over to the parents and says, "You've got male"? Is that what happened? Is he named male?
Yeah.
His name is male.
Yep. His
I
name
respect
is male.
that. Honestly, I respect
That's
that.
wild. That's wild
It's
work.
spelled
Okay, wait. This baby better be this baby better be white.
He's
You
gonna
know
be
it's
a
a white
male
baby.
man. He's gonna be a white male man. He's gonna.
Yeah. I knew it. Yeah, white
Right
people,
down
y'all
right
can't
down
talk about our names at all. Y'all can't talk about anybody's name whatsoever. If your name motherfucker is male, you're cooked.
Okay, so
Male sapiens.
on the birth certificate, its gender is male and its name is also male. Okay.
male is wild. But
This baby grows up. Okay, goes through school. All right. It doesn't get any sex change. It doesn't get
It's
any
wild. You
sex
just said that this person is male, and then you call it an it.
Yeah. Yep. It is.
It.
His name's Mel. Anyways, he starts to identify.
What gender is this person?
Wally West, are you gonna let me finish?
What gender are they?
I just told you at the birth certificate they were male.
Okay, so he, him, correct?
Male.
So
Biological.
he, him are the pronouns, correct?
Biological male.
So he, him are the
There's no
pronouns,
pronouns,
correct?
bro. It's just if you're
So he, him, correct?
no, you don't need pronouns, bro. If you're
So
male,
he, him, correct? Yes. Actually, it's
No.
crazy. You just said
you don't need.
just said you don't need pronouns, bro. He and bro are pronouns.
Well, you don't need to use pronouns for somebody that's a male because you know they're a male. That's not.
No, you do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you could be male and use some other kind of pronouns.
Okay, fuck, dude.
You're dealing
you know
with
what?
an English major here, buddy.
His pronouns are masculine and they're Ziger. I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. Gers.
Yeah, wait, masculine pronouns?
Zisher or Zisher?
Caesar, I don't give a
He's,
fuck.
he's having a
West, let me
seizure right
just
now.
finish my point. You keep on
Okay, wait.
interrupting.
But I just want to know if the kid's pronouns are
you a
he,
rage
him.
baiter? Is this a troll?
Listen. If the baby's pronouns are he, him, why are you calling the baby an it?
Nobody called it it.
You called the baby an it, bruh.
Bro, you are focusing on the wrong things about
No,
the
you said the baby's an it.
You are stopping me from making my argument by nitpicking little.
I just want to make sure I get the baby's pronouns right.
I'm sorry that I can't make every single pronoun that I use perfect. Okay, it doesn't matter.
You called the baby an it.
Pronouns.
Anyway, okay, cool. The baby's a he, him. Cool. Let's just get off of that. Baby's
yes, can we please just get off that? Okay. Look, he goes. All right, and then he's the male who's also a male is now let's say he's 22. Okay. He dresses up like a somebody of he dresses feminine. That's the easy way to put it.
What's wrong with males dressing feminine?
He's changed.
He's talking about his friend.
He changed his name. Okay. And he decides to go into a public restroom. And in that public restroom, there is a 2-year-old daughter. Okay. And
wait. Is she by herself?
Yes, she's by herself.
Why is that baby in that bed? Wait. Why is that baby in the washroom by herself? She's 2 years old. That bitch
Wait. My nephew wasn't potty trained by 2. What the fuck?
But this is a public toilet. Why?
Right, I know. But I'm just saying, even if like that aside, like what the fuck? What would a 2-year-old be doing in there?
Yeah, you're right. 4 or 5. I don't fucking know. Goes in
4 or 5
That's still
young.
young.
Yeah, bro, that kid's gonna fall down the toilet and flush itself. Oh, sorry, himself.
The point is that should a grown man be with a dick be in a bathroom?
A grown man. Sorry, wait. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? To be the laughing at the dumb hypothetical.
You still have all the characteristics of a male, but you decide to put on a dress and you decide to identify as female for 2 weeks. Why should you be in a public bathroom with a 5-year-old kid? And why should you be able to?
It doesn't happen. And also the mother or the father's in the bathroom with their child.
Wait, Max. Here's some problems. First of all, is the kid by themselves with this person?
Yeah, they're by themselves.
Call CPS. That's number one. Number two.
No, dude, sorry. The dad's the one that took him to the park, and the dad's sitting out.
First of all, call CPS. Second of all, the reason why that person's in the bathroom using the bathroom is because they're using the bathroom. Okay, they're just minding they're just minding their own business. Third of all, it's happening in a stall. I mean, in this hypothetical, I'm assuming that you mean that this child is a girl, like a young girl, like a female, correct?
Yep.
Okay, then that girl will not see anything pertaining to that person besides them getting out, going in, or washing their hands. They are not going to see anybody's peen. Number 4, why are you so focused about somebody's genitals? You already asked me about my baby genitals. You asked me about bottom surgery, and now you are talking about. Now you're talking about a man with a dick.
What is a woman?
Dude, do you want dick? If you want dick, you can just tell us.
What is a woman, Wally West?
Okay, cool. I got you. Well, first of all, I'm just gonna accept that all those are concessions because now you're pivoting. So
I'm not concessions. You will just not
okay.
Those are concessions. Acknowledge my argument at all.
Answer those 4 questions.
Answer my question. What is a woman?
I did answer those. Hold on. I did answer those points, but since you want to pivot, we can pivot. Thank you for the 4 concessions. So a woman is
whatever boosts your ego, bro.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. A woman is an adult human who's unconscious and who's sorry. A woman is an adult human who's subconscious. Who's unconscious and inexplicable self-understanding regarding what sex they are or should be is female.
What?
Okay. A woman is an adult human being who's unconscious and inexplicable self-understanding regarding what sex they are or should be is female.
So you can identify as a woman at any time in your life, no matter what.
If you realize that you are a female and you are an adult, then yes. And the same thing applies for males. For example, you yourself are a man, correct? You are an adult, correct?
No, I'm a male. Like,
hold on. Are you an adult?
Male.
Yeah, I'm not you.
Okay,
I'm not a fake female. I'm a real
Max,
man.
are you Max? I'm gonna walk you through this.
Listen
Are you
to
an
me, Wally
adult?
West. You can keep
Are
doing
you an
these
adult,
crazy little
Max, are you an adult?
You can do these crazy little jump.
No, there's no gymnastics here. Don't crash out, buddy.
Stop
Are
crashing
you
out
an
this early,
adult?
Max. Stop crashing out
Max.
this early. Take a breath. It's okay. It's not that deep. It's Max. It's not that deep. Max, it's okay. Take a deep breath. Drink some water. Take a walk. Take a walk. It's not that deep.
Okay, Max, are you an adult? I'm gonna give you some premises.
Wally West, do you have a dick?
Okay.
You have a dick.
Look, honey, if you wanna
Do you
see my
no? When you
junk,
look down there and when you get
wanna
aroused,
see my
does it get
junk,
hard?
honey, it's gonna
Do
it's
you
gonna
have
be
a dick or do you not? I want
honey,
to
if
know
you
the
wanna
question.
honey, if you wanna know,
Do you have a
it's
dick
gonna
or not?
cost
It's a simple yes or no question.
They
Here,
always
You don't need to
crash
tell me
out
the size.
instead of conceding.
Yeah,
Like they
hey,
don't want to
give me-
concede,
drop
but they're
$100.
cooked, and so instead of conceding, they just crash out.
Give me $100 in my Cash App. My Cash App is April Loves 420. APRIL 420. And then I will send you a pic of what is beneath my pants. Okay? Give me $100 right now, and I will send you a picture of what's in my pants.
So you don't feel comfortable explaining your sexual
No,
genitalia?
it's not that. It's that if I'm going to give my pictures of what's in my pants to a stranger online, I'm going to get paid.
So
I got to get that money, honey. I'm not giving out the good stuff for free. Okay, so we got those 4 concessions. I just want to know.
No, let's go back to it. I actually don't want to concede.
You did.
You should concede. You're cooked.
You did concede.
Let me go back to it.
No. Max, are you an adult? Yes or no?
Wally West, yes.
Are you an adult? Yes or no?
Are you an adult, babe?
Yes, I'm an adult.
Okay, are you a human?
Yes, I'm a human.
Are you a hoe?
Yes, I'm a hoe.
Okay, so you're an adult human. So you're an adult human. Now, can you explain? And if you say yes, you're going to have to explain it in a way that includes all males. Can you explain what makes you a male? And this has to apply to all males.
Yeah, all males. Okay.
Okay. So what makes somebody a male?
Are you gonna let me answer it?
All males, including us gorgeous ladies.
I literally just started speaking and you already interrupted.
I just want to know what makes you a male.
Wally West, I want you to take out your phone and give me 30 seconds without interrupting me, and I will tell you what a real male is.
I don't care about the medical.
I will tell you what a real male is.
Just tell me.
I promise on my family.
Get it out, buddy.
If you do not speak for 30 seconds, I will tell you.
Spit it out. Look. I like swallowers.
You agree not to speak for 30 seconds?
I like swallowers, but feel free to spit it out, honey.
Put the fries in the bag.
Will you not speak for 30
The fries
seconds?
have already been put in the bag. We just waiting for him to leave the stove.
honey, I like swallowers, but spitters are valid too. So just spit it out.
You said it twice. It was funnier the second time, man. Good shit.
Spit it out, honey.
Look. Are you gonna let me speak?
Spit it out for mommy, honey. Spit it out for mommy.
Are you gonna interrupt me the second that
Spit it out for mommy.
You gonna move the goalposts again?
Spit it out.
I'll spit it out, bro. I'll spit it all over you, bro. All over.
Thank you, honey. By the way, that's another $100. So that's $200.
I'll keep this up, bro. I'll get 200, 300, as much
No,
money.
you won't. No, you won't. Cause you're
Wait, I have a question.
I got money. I got cash.
You the Cash App right now. Drop that right now.
Put it in my Cash App right now.
Wait, I have
you
a
might not be getting US dollars.
Where on your body?
Hold on a second. Here's my Cash App
Wait, I
right
have
here.
a question. From where on your body are you spitting it out?
Mouth, nose, down there.
No, I don't think that's what you meant. I think you meant your little snake down there.
Oh.
So there's my Cash App. Hey,
Yeah,
Matt,
you gotta pay her for that. You gotta pay her for that.
I'll pay you type shit, yeah.
There's my Cash App right down there, honey.
All right, cool. Thanks. I'll send it. You might not get US dollars though. It might be
No. Give me US dollars, honey.
He doesn't accept semen deposits for free. Just saying.
It's not a semen deposit.
Might be a couple meme coins too. You know, I'm not
Okay,
sure.
that's nice, Max. What makes somebody a male in all cases?
A male is somebody who is born with an XY chromosome.
So that means that females are males? Because there are females who have XY chromosomes.
You are, if you have female chromosomes, you are female. If you have male chromosomes, you are a male. If you're intersex, that's a gray zone.
Wait a minute.
How is he supposed to know he has male chromosomes if he has never been karyotyped?
He admitted that he doesn't exactly. He admitted that he's never been karyotyped.
So how are you supposed to know, Max?
They test
How are you really
they
supposed to know?
you.
You they test you, ho. You just said.
They test you in the womb.
No.
They cannot test you in the womb, bitch.
Wait. Hold on. In case anybody's missed this, because back then it was like 7 viewers. Now there's 32. So earlier he said that he knows what his chromosomes are. I asked him I asked him what his chromosomes are. He said XY. I said, okay, what's the test that they use to prove your chromosomes? He said he doesn't know. And then we went round and round about that. And then I told him it's a karyotype test. And he said, oh, so if I got it, I would know what it's called. And I said, yes, I have not had it. And I know what it's called. So good boy.
Well,
That's how that.
Let other people speak.
So that's how that.
Listen
so
to me.
that's how that.
If you get tested for your gender in the womb,
honey. Quiet.
Honey.
Why is the alleged predator
Why
here?
you say shut up like that?
Oh my God, 7:30. Welcome back.
Hey, girl.
Why are you here?
Why is the fat alleged predator here?
Did you just call me the F slur? Wait, what did you just call me?
Oh, you're not fat?
Okay.
Wait,
Are you not fat?
There we go. No, Max, you said
we don't platform
Is that the
predators.
one that was talking about people's kids?
Yeah.
We don't platform alleged predators over here, bitch.
Okay.
So Max,
I have a quick question, real quick. Did
So,
he
Max,
say that people
yes.
are born with an X chromosome?
Yeah, so he's saying that that males are born with XY chromosomes, and they're earlier. And mind you, when this is over, do believe I'm going to download the whole thing, Max. Could you click this up, left, right, and center? You admitted that you never had a karyotype test.
Yep, I've never had a karyotype test.
You didn't even know what a karyotype test was. So that means that you yourself, Max, do not know that you are a man, but you're saying that you are a man. So you can't talk about chromosomes since you don't know your own.
No, man. But you also, you haven't gotten karyotype either. So how do you know?
Yes, I admit it. I haven't had it, and yet I still
do you
know
know
the
you're
necessary conditions are to be a male, and you do not. You said that having
Okay,
XY
so how are you a
chromosomes makes
female
you-
if you've never gotten karyotype?
Sorry?
How if you need to get a test done to test your chromosomes and you identify as a female, but you haven't gotten your chromosomes?
Wait a minute. Hold
How are you
on.
female? Unless my argument doesn't matter to you.
Stop, Max. Hold on. All of you guys up here know me.
I make a point.
Listen. Have I ever said I'm a female?
No, you've also never defined sex based off the chromosomes either. So he's kind of like from.
He did. He identified as a female.
No, I never did ever.
You did.
All these people up here, Max. All these people up here have seen me. We've been in service together. We've known each other for a bit over a year. Every single one of these people up here, minus you. I have never
glad I don't know y'all.
said I'm a female.
Not a
never,
single time.
and
No
I have
shame.
never, ever defined female with chromosomes. And this is with at least three people who have had or have beef with at some point, and they can still tell you I have never said that.
I never said that you said that chromosomes mean that you're a female.
But you said that I said I'm a female.
I said that
And
you
I've
said
never
that
said
you
I'm a
were a
female.
female. You said that you are a female. That's what
I've never said that. Nurse said she's a female. I said I'm a trans person.
You were a trans female, right?
I've never said I'm a trans
You're a
female.
trans
I said I'm a
woman?
trans person.
Okay, what gender did you trans to?
I never told you that.
You did. You said you were a female. You literally.
I
said
never
you were a
said
woman.
that. That was
You said
nurse. I never said
You
that.
said I trans to a woman. That's what you said earlier.
I
when you
never
said
said
you were
that,
a
honey.
woman.
I've never
Yes,
said
you
that.
did. I
No, he's
specifically
never said that, Max. Stop trying to force it your way.
If I may.
He did. I heard it. Unless
You
I
know,
missed something.
that sounds a little weird to me, Max. Seeing as how Wally has never identified as a woman.
Yeah. No, Wally is non-binary.
This Tessa, literally, I literally heard Wally say that.
No,
Never,
he
ever,
did not.
ever.
I have never said that.
You
Why
said
is
that.
that?
You're trying to switch it up now.
No, I've never said
Come on.
that.
I heard it with my own ears, bro. I don't just hear things.
I did. I have never heard.
You gotta get your ears checked, sir.
Oh,
Yeah,
now
honey, you got,
no, this
honey,
is abusive. This is
honey, you gotta take my dick.
gaslighting me.
Max, you gotta take my. Look, Max, you gotta take my dick out of your ears. You gotta take my dick out of your ears and
Dick out of your ears. Dick out of your ears. So you have a dick?
Yeah, take my dick out your ears.
Do you have a dick?
No,
Oh my
honey,
God,
I
you
just said
like
that
penis
shit.
so much, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So
just wanna
you
everybody.
No.
your dick in
I
my ears.
used
You must
that.
have a
I
dick.
used that because you were talking about dick like crazy.
Dick, dude.
I
Listen.
think he likes dick.
I like.
That's okay though.
I'm
And here's
gay.
the thing, Max.
Wait, let me
gay.
say something real quick.
shit.
Let me say something real quick.
Oh, you're a GAY anti-trans person? Whoa.
I'm a gay and I'm anti-trans.
Okay, so prove that you're GAY.
okay.
Prove that you're born GAY right now.
I'm not. What?
Prove it. Prove that you're born GAY right now with sources.
Prove it.
What sources do you have a fucking scientific study?
You heard what I said, bitch. Prove that you're
I
a
ain't hear
GAY.
shit. I hear shit.
Max, are you into trans
Prove
women
it.
since they're men?
No,
Why not? They're men.
My jaw is dropped.
because they're not real men in my opinion.
I won't prove that you're born GAY.
Wait.
What's a real man?
Wait. Did you just say that trans women are not real men?
Yep.
Well, fucking W. You're right. Trans women are not men. You're
You
right.
better show your support, bitch.
Yeah, that's right. Show that fucking work. You're right. Trans
Let
women
me
are not
let me
men.
ask
Thank
him
you very
something.
much.
What's you know that's what straight men say about gay men like you, right? You're not real men.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about straight men right now. I'm thinking about how this kind
No,
of.
but according to societal standard, that's what they say about men like you. You're not real men.
I could care less. I have my opinion set, and
So why should we care about your opinion then?
why should I care about your opinion?
Why should we care about yours?
Why should I care about yours?
Hey,
I don't give a fuck if you care about mine.
I don't give a fuck if you care about mine.
That's probably why you
All right,
care
then this
about
conversation
ours.
is useless then.
If
Why
I
you
should-
here
I
then?
guess it is useless because I guess none of us care about each other's opinions.
Yeah, we don't. So
Can you
what's the
prove
point?
that you're a man, Max?
Don't say chromosomes, because you're going to cook us up a third time.
But I would like to
and
know.
prove that you're a GAY man at that.
Yeah, I would like to know, Max. What makes someone a real man?
Oh my
According
God.
to you.
You're gonna make me answer this for the 20th time.
I'm sure it doesn't
Well, I
involve
wasn't
you
here,
having
so I
dick.
just came in.
And you have XY
dick?
chromosomes.
Wait.
To the same people that you're trying to defend, they don't
Last
think
time-
you're a man
last
because you're
time-
GAY.
Hold on. Last time you said XY chromosomes. Now you're saying having a dick and XY chromosomes?
I said both at the same time, Wally West.
No, you did not, honey. And do believe.
Yes, I
when this is
did.
all- No, you did not. And do believe when this is all done, I'm gonna take this whole thing and put it on YouTube so everybody
Listen,
can watch.
me and
it.
you are
It's
arguing
fucking
on
funny.
different wavelengths. We're not. We
Yeah,
don't,
please
Yeah,
do that because
you're
this guy
right.
is lying. He's lying.
Yeah.
I'm lying. Yeah.
Look, Max,
lying.
you're operating on a
I'm
flat
offer.
line.
Listen, you guys are not.
You're operating on a flat line, buddy. You're brain dead.
Wait,
You're
can I
brain
just
dead.
make an appeal to reason here?
No, because you committed a logical fallacy called the
Can I make an
no,
appeal to
no,
to
one
reason?
second, 1 second. No, because what you did when you say a real man is committed a no true Scotsman's
You
fallacy.
guys won't let me speak.
Do you know what that is? A no true Scotsman's fallacy?
I know all about logical fallacies, bro.
Girl, you
So
gotta
tell me
DM
what
me all
it
these
is.
fallacies,
Appeal
girl.
to, appeal to emotion.
No,
I
tell
get
me,
it.
tell me what a no true Scotsman's fallacy is.
What?
What's a no true Scotsman's fallacy?
The fucking true Scotsman fallacy? What the fuck is that?
You don't know. Oh my God! This is
Okay.
You're not a real man. That's what it is.
I can tell you what it is. You want me to tell you
Oh,
what
so y'all
it is?
telling me I'm not a real man?
You're
No.
not a
You
real
don't know
No, I
man,
anything.
sir.
never
that's
said
hella
that about you.
disrespectful.
I
That's
never
mean,
said that
bro.
about you, okay? I don't define man based off the qualities that you use because it'll be stupid to do that. But a no true Scotsman's fallacy is, to give you an example, is when you say if you don't have this trait, you're not a real X.
I think you guys are just too afraid to admit you're not the gender that you think you are.
I think that's a massive fucking pivot to what the fuck I just said.
I think you will do anything to get away from the scientific fact.
I think you'll do
You're
anything
not
to get away from the fact that you
biologically
haven't proved that
I
you're
think-
born GAY.
I think
can
we'll
dress
say.
He'll do anything to gobble bitches.
Because you
I
haven't
will
done
say
that yet.
Max. I think Max would do anything to know anything about my
I think that you're
genitals.
trying to get me out of the scientific fact of the situation,
Which
is that
we talked
you're
about
a male,
science.
you're born with XY chromosomes.
We talked about science, honey.
You have a dick. You are not talking about science.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Number one, you don't
You're
know.
not
what's in my-
talking about science, bro.
You don't know what's in my.
You're not talking
Max.
about science, dog.
Max.
You're talking
Neither
about
are
your
you,
own
Max.
opinions and your own social construct
Max. You don't know what's in my pants, honey.
of what gender is.
Okay,
That's what you think.
let me
You
address
think that science is a
Max.
superset of what
We
gender
get
is.
it. We get it. We get it. Max, let's address your fallacy first, okay? Because I highly doubt that scientists are going to use this fucking fallacy to come to conclusions. All right. So the no true Scotsman's fallacy is an informal logical fallacy that occurs when someone modifies general claim to exclude counterexamples. This is done by asserting that counterexamples do not fit the revised definition of the group in question. For example, if someone claims no Scotsman puts sugar in his porridge, and a counterexample is presented, but my friend Angus is a Scotsman and he puts sugar in his porridge, the response might be, well, no true Scotsman puts sugar in his porridge. Did you understand that? Was that too smart for you?
No, I understood it.
Right. So when you said when you said this is what makes someone a real man, this is the fallacy you committed.
But I didn't commit the fallacy.
You did, because what you said is not true. It's false.
No, you guys are mixing.
Is a man that's missing his penis? Is a man that's missing his penis?
You guys are mixing up
still a
science.
man?
I got it. I'll mute him. Go ahead, Atlantic.
Max, is a man that's missing his penis a real
And
man?
Wally West. Big man.
Max.
Answer Atlantic, please.
Is a man that's missing his penis a real man?
Yes.
Then that goes against what you said earlier. That to be a real man, you have to have a penis.
If he got it cut off, or if it's gone because of some sort of accident, he's still a real man.
Okay. If a man is born with XX chromosomes, is he still a real man?
No.
Why?
Because you're not born with XX chromosomes and you're a man. If you're born with XX chromosomes, you're a female.
Is that always the case?
Unless you're intersex, which is a very, very small percentage. Yes, that is the case.
It's really not.
That's
How
not
small
the,
of a percentage are
don't,
trans?
don't
How
fall
small
for
of a-
that.
how small of a
Don't
percentage are
fall
trans?
for that. Don't fall for that. That's a deflection.
That's not a deflection.
It is.
That's
That's not the question that I asked you. Is that always the case? This question that I asked you. That's a yes or no.
Question already.
It's a yes or no.
Yes or no.
No, it's not actually.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
No,
so
it's
not always the case, right?
That's not always the case.
It's not always the case in a small number.
Are
cases.
those men still men?
They're intersex because they're.
That's not what I asked you. Are those men still
They're
men?
intersex, dog.
How many
They're not
sexes
men or
are there?
females.
How many sexes are there?
So intersex people aren't men or women?
Wait. How many sexes are there, Max?
There's two.
Okay. So they're still men, right?
There's men and female.
So they're still males, right?
Which ones are we talking about?
The ones that are born with XX chromosomes.
XX chromosomes, no, they're female.
Is it always female?
Yes, always.
You want to bet $1,000 that you're wrong?
I'll bet $1 million billion.
You don't got $1 million. Bet a reasonable number, bitch.
Let's bet 500 actually. Let's bet $500.
Wait. He owes me 200. Now he owes you 500. That's $700, Matt.
$700.
Like rent. Shawty.
Yeah, you know what, bro?
You ain't got that money. You are broke. Anyway, go ahead, Atlantic.
Bitch.
Max, you want to make the bet for $100 that you're wrong?
Not really. No, I'm not betting money.
Brokey.
Okay, quit saying you betting.
Brokey.
Can I get the big screen, please?
Get the big
Of course
screen.
you can, Atlantic. I got you.
Okay.
Still want the information with sources to prove that you were born JY too, bitch.
So aggressive.
What does it say there? Look, this is from the Encyclopedia of Genetics. Okay, can you read that? XX male syndrome found in 1 in 20,000 male births.
1 in 20,000. Do you understand how small that is?
Yeah, so I live in the city of Philadelphia, which has over 4 million people in it, just like within its actual city, not including the suburbs. And then you're even more. How many times does 20,000 go into 4 million?
I can calculate it for you in a second.
Please calculate it for me. Go
Max, wait 1 sec. I love that he said that. Max, do you think that what's the population of Irish people?
Which one? Oh, population of Irish people?
200 out of the 4 million. 200 out of the 4 million.
What's the population of Irish people, Max?
I can't.
Hold on, let me look it up because Max can't do shit.
By the way, I just want to say y'all are eating and leaving no crumbs. Continue the amazing work.
Oh,
That's so sweet.
hope we don't get food poisoning out of eating that thing.
That's
Whatever the
what I'm
fuck that is.
saying.
Because he's full of shit, so.
Imagine coming up here trying to talk shit,
Imagine moving
and getting rolled by a
goalposts and
bunch of trans
discrediting
people.
real science. And then every single
Max,
time I
you
try
know,
to
like,
press you about a real issue, you mute me or deflect.
Okay, can you tell me the population of Irish people, Max?
Okay, 5.3.
I'm looking gonna guess like 20. No.
No, 5.3 million as of 2023.
Okay, so there's 5.3 million Irish people out of the whole human population, which is what, almost 8 billion? So if I were to apply your logic to the population of Irish people, according to you, they don't count. Apply your logic to the population of Irish people, according to you, they don't count. To the overall population, right? Max, so rare. It is like so rare, they don't count. They don't count. They care about the typical people.
8 billion people, there are 400,000 people that are intersex. Or whatever the fuck you're saying.
So doesn't that count? Or what's the point there?
I'm just saying it's a very, very small amount of people.
Wouldn't you say that 5 million out of 4 billion is very, very small too?
400,000 out of 8 billion?
Listen to my question,
small.
Max. I know you have a dick in your ear right now. Listen
sure
to my
you
question.
actually, you look like you have a dick.
I guess his Medicaid couldn't buy
I do.
him
I
a
have one and it's
period.
big. Okay?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say
It is.
Does that make you a female?
I need to, as you know, I just feel a need to correct that math a little bit. So, what we were saying that intersex people account for how many people?
Except for 100,000 out of the whole population. Which is false.
Okay, so there are 8 billion people in the world. What is 1% max of 8 billion?
Oh, yeah, 1 billion. Thank you very much.
1 billion, no?
What? 1% of 8 billion?
80
I'm
million.
not good with math, so don't. You can cook me on that. I'm not really good with math.
What is 1% of 8 billion, Max?
That's not what it was. It was 20,000. One in every 20,000 births.
That's 80 million.
Nope, it was 1 in every 20,000 births. That's not.
Wait, no. Wait. Stop.
I just asked you what 1% is.
That's not what she pulled up.
I just asked you what 1% of 8 billion is.
Why do I need to say that?
What is the rate of
expressed as a percentage?
Go ahead, tell me, because I don't know.
It's 1.7%.
1.7%.
Max, because you need help. I'm going to tell you this right now. 1% of 8 billion is 80 million. Okay?
Right.
That means there are, so let's say, So Irish people do not even count for 1% of the population.
136 million.
Or, as I like to put it, because I love Australia, 0.33% of the world population is Australian. There are more trans people and more intersex people than there are Australians on the planet.
So what gender are intersex people, Wally?
Sorry?
What gender are intersex
That's
people?
a deflection. That is a
that's a deflection and also intersex. Listen.
This is a question.
No, listen. Number one, it is a deflection. Number two,
no, it's not.
Intersex.
If it's a deflection, answer the question.
Listen. There's intersex males and intersex females, and that's it.
Okay, cool.
So they're not a gender; they're a subset of a sex. Just like, for example, black female, that is a subset of female.
What is the difference between a sex and a gender in your eyes?
You don't know the difference between a sex and a gender?
No, I don't know what you think it is because you apparently.
Okay, cool. That's sad. If you don't even know the difference.
All right,
between
are you gonna stop doing that? You can actually just answer the question.
So anyway, 1% of 8 billion.
All right,
that
so
means
what is the difference between a sex and a gender, Wally?
I can tell you what the difference is. You want me to tell you?
Go ahead. This guy just love to pivot. He keeps pivoting and deflecting.
I'm not pivoting and deflecting. We're just moving.
You are, honey.
So sex just refers to like a person's like what's it called again? Reproductive strategy or anatomy. Not a person's, a species. It could be a species reproductive strategy and anatomy. That's it. Gender, however, has more qualifiers to it. Gender, in the concept of humans, it's a combination of your age, your species, and your sex. So you gotta have those three. You gotta have those three to have a gender. If you're missing one, you don't have a gender. Huh?
What does age have to do with gender?
Because that's part. Okay, that's part of your gender. Do you agree that man is a gender?
If I'm a 20-year-old man or I'm an 80-year-old man? How does that change?
Well, you're
Yeah,
a
because
girl
you
at
wouldn't
one
be a
point.
boy, right? If you're 20 years old, you wouldn't be a boy.
Yeah, but you're a boy. You're a man. You're a boy. You
Is
turn into
boy
a
and
man.
man the same thing,
You
Max?
have the same.
Max,
Your
is
genetic
boy and
makeup
man the
doesn't
same?
change.
Max, is boy and man the same thing?
Does your genetic makeup change from puberty?
Is
Max,
boy
is
and
boy
man
and
the
man the
same
same
thing?
thing?
In what
Jesus.
way?
What do you mean in what
Are they
way?
the
Are
same
they the
thing?
same category?
Of what?
Max, are you a boy?
No, I'm not. I'm a man.
Okay, so
Okay, what
then
do
we
you
can't
think?
call you a boy.
Yes, but what changes? In your opinion,
So
what
we
is
can't call
boy?
you a
What
boy.
changes
Can I call you a
is
boy, Max?
your age.
Okay, but
Boy.
that's not a different
Hey,
gender.
boy.
Boy and male are the same
Those are
thing.
two
Hey,
different
boy.
genders because boy
Hey
and man aren't the same
boy.
thing.
What do
Remember?
you have to go through in order to become a man from a boy? From
If
boy
you
to
really need
man,
an
what
answer, wouldn't it be
happens between
sexual
that?
maturation? Right?
There's no
Puberty.
difference between boy.
Puberty.
You
I mean,
just
what's the issue,
mature
Max?
into a man. That's
Okay,
not.
boy.
Max is a caterpillar and a
We
butter.
believe you, boy.
Max is a caterpillar and a butterfly the same thing because they have the same genetic.
You just spoke gibberish to me. Repeat that.
Is a caterpillar that turns into a butterfly. Is it still a caterpillar because they have the same genetic?
I guess technically yes, low key.
So a butterfly is a caterpillar.
A butterfly is a caterpillar, and a caterpillar is a butterfly.
Oh my God, this
Okay.
guy is dumb.
Okay, boy.
Okay, so according to
You're a
you,
boy.
I'm a baby.
Yes,
Still.
you have the same genetic makeup as a baby.
So I'm a baby.
You're a baby,
Are you a
an
baby?
80-year-old man, and a fucking 40-year-old man at the same time.
Max, have you never experienced puberty? Is that why you're not getting it? Because
No,
you
you
don't
no.
understand
The
what the fuck
reason
that is? Exactly.
Oh,
Bye.
oh, he left.
No, I dropped him. At this point, he was being disingenuous and
Yeah,
You should have
not
yeah,
kept him, girl. We was having
intelligent.
fun with that hoe.
I
yeah. He was being disingenuous as fuck.
Why you
That
kick
bitch
him
was
if we're
Okay,
having
who's
fun with him?
7:30 gonna fight with on the panel today?
That was stupid.
Nobody.
But I
It's
do want to
okay.
Never
It
fight.
highlights how disingenuous people are. I like guests like that.
I want you to come
to be
up.
fair, he is stupid gender. So
I cannot comprehend the level of stupidity this man has spoke. Like,
actually, I can help you with that because when Nurse ends this, I'm gonna take that whole thing and put it up on YouTube so you can go over it. Whenever you're depressed and want to laugh, you can replay that shit.
You know what's funny
Angelica,
about this whole
I
thing?
opened 2 boxes. I got 2 boxes
Max, you
sent
ain't winning
today.
nothing besides balls in your mouth. Shut up.
This
Oh no,
guy,
we
mira,
get the
this is what
unboxing on my
transphobia does to
phone.
people. He rather be this level of dumb just to be a transphobe.
Yeah, this has been
I
a
was thinking the
fun
same thing
morning
earlier. Like, it's
for
crazy
debate,
how they're
honey.
driven by that to the point of just
First
all
gas
logic,
over
like all rationale being gone.
You know what's
on
sad?
Tyler's live.
Most of the red states are the lower educated states.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
I'm
said
in
that
That's a
the
last live.
region
fact.
Like,
where the
almost over half of the country can only read at a 6th grade level.
It is so sad.
Well, I can only read at a 3rd grade, okay?
We know.
It's okay.
What do you mean you know, bitch?
It's
we can
okay.
tell.
Shoot.
So much shade. Stop. Leave her alone,
A
okay?
caterpillar is a butterfly because it has the same genetic.
Yeah, that shit was
It's not
fucking
her fault
wild.
she was born in Texas.
And don't clownfish changes their sex
Mm-hmm.
to have babies?
They do.
And seahorses.
And
It's not
lions can
Angelica's
change their
fault she was born in
gender.
Texas.
I
Female
don't think
lions
seahorses
can
change,
grow
but the
manes
men carry
and
not the men,
behave like
but the males
male
carry the
lions.
babies and incubate the babies.
Yeah, that guy was fucking moronic as fucking shit. But god damn it,
That
was
made me
fucking him
lose
the
some.
fuck up.
And then they conflate it to being jumped. We're not jumping you. We educating you.
Come
I don't
outside,
know
girl.
how
You're
can
not
you
gonna
be like a
jump.
G-man and be this fucking bigoted. Like, I don't get that.
You see how he couldn't prove what I asked him to prove, and he crashed out too. I don't know if y'all heard that earlier.
Oh,
He's a
Cam,
giant
can I
crack
get
guy.
your age?
He was like, I ain't say shit. I ain't say shit.
By the way, I like those 4 concessions at once. That shit was great. I
I'm
was
like,
like, damn, I never
whoa.
got to get a 4-in-1 like that.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, that bitch was
Old
crazy.
Camp, can I get your age?
Yeah, because Old Camp was talking that hot shit in the fucking comments.
No, she was.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's
Old Camp.
Jamie. She
Hi,
wasn't doing nothing
Katie.
like
No,
that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was looking at the other person. I apologize, Old Camp. And also, Old Camp, is that a surf bot or a pinata or something?
That is Yarnaby from Poppy's Playtime.
Okay, I was just wondering. Cause that looks so much like a surf bot, and I was about to like just like squeal with excitement because I love that motherfucker. But
Tessa ran.
I
wanted
told
to
myself
debate
I
her.
wasn't gonna
By
come
the
on
way,
TikTok and
Katie,
debate
I'm originally
anybody.
known as Rocker Girl.
Yeah, I was about
oh,
to say
hey,
that's
Rocker Girl.
Rocker Girl.
I'm sorry. Look. I'm sitting looking at the comments and looking at the request, and I'm like, this bitch right here talking shit. I'm sorry. It wasn't you.
No, the only thing I said was for
Bye,
Tessa to go
Atlantic.
away because I hate her.
Everyone hates Tessa. That's why I want her to come up. Okay,
Who is
bye.
Tessa?
Tessa's a scaredy bitch.
I like
Are
debating
you
her.
talking about? Are you talking about DC Tessa?
Yeah.
Oh
She
no,
was saying that.
I
She was
ain't
saying
even
that
messing
boy
with
and
this.
man are the
I'm not
same.
part of this.
Wait, no,
She
Tessa
said boy
from.
and man are the same gender.
Wait, Black Trans Tessa?
No, this is GC.
So I said
Oh,
DC.
Is
I said
Tessa a
DC.
GC?
I was about to say because I mean, me and Tessa have our differences, but
You don't
she's
say
far from
that.
See,
Yeah,
this
trans
Tessa
medicine
is dangerous.
GC.
Like, she is a danger to all women. There is one live I remember, and I can swear by this. It was, she was saying that, she's pro-life, and then everybody was like, oh, well, you know, there are certain circumstances, obviously, and like when you should be okay with, you know, certain things happening. And she proceeded to say that even if an 8-year-old child was pregnant, that they should still be made to have.
Oh yeah, that's
Is she
right.
following
Tessa is the
Muhammad
one.
teachings or what?
Tessa's the one that
That's
said that if a
disgusting.
trans woman gets raped, it's okay.
Excuse me.
Oh my
Wow.
god, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Tessa,
Oh
what if
my
you say it
God!
was
Why
you?
is SP up here? Okay, what kind of bullshit you got to say today?
Can I get an age?
Yeah. How are
No.
transgender
Wait.
women?
Yeah, you're
No,
gonna
Women,
have to
give me
get
an
an
Wait.
age,
age.
explain.
bitch. Don't play in my face.
Age and pronouns,
Age.
please, SP.
25.
Okay. Now, what kind of bullshit you got today?
Wait. Pronouns.
Him.
Okay.
So, how is a transgender woman a woman, right? Is it
Wait,
in her
can I
genetic
ask one
makeup?
more question before we start? Is that you in your PFP?
Yes, it is.
And why do you think your beard won't connect?
He's not a man.
Listen. First of all, right?
Listen, bitch.
You are not on my level, first of all, right?
First of
And you're
all,
talking
bitch, you
about
know
my
that's
beard.
not true.
Not the crash out. SP, relax. Anyways, where does this transgender women are adult human females?
Is that in their genetic makeup?
Absolutely.
So they are the appropriate chromosomes throughout their body, right? Their DNA inside of them changed because their view on themselves changed.
So are you saying the only necessary condition to be a female is DNA?
It
and
is. It is.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah,
It
chromosomes
is.
no
Your
tienen nada que
DNA.
ver.
Hey, SP, what is a chromosome?
A
It's okay to
chromosome,
Google
right?
it. It's okay to Google it. Go Google it.
What is it? What's a chromosome?
A chromosome is the defining characteristic within your DNA that defines whether you are born a male or a female, right?
You sure? You just made that up. That's not a
XX, XY,
That's not a chromosome, baby. You just made that up.
XX, XY.
Hey,
If you're,
SP, what is a peptide bond?
are you gonna ask questions with questions? And
Yeah, I
are we
mean,
gonna
you're
keep
talking
going
about
like this? Because I
chromosomes, so
asked you a
I would
question,
think
you
that you
didn't
would know
reply
what a
to it.
chromosome is. What is a peptide
Did you answer
bond?
it? Yes or no?
Do you know what a peptide bond is?
Did you answer my question? Yes
So,
or no?
SP, what is a helix structure?
Oh, so now you're a scientist too, right?
Hey,
Being a
SP.
scientist,
SP, do you have a dad?
Yes, I
probably
do.
not.
Okay, so it's good because I want to know who the fuck I need to smack that because they
You
taught
wouldn't
you
be
how to
able to,
save
mate.
in the
You wouldn't be
shittiest
able
way.
to.
I want to
You
smack
wouldn't be able to.
you, your dad, and your mom for allowing you to have that fucking nasty ass dusty fucking beard.
Listen. You're a woman trying to play up and dress up as a man,
You don't even have a beard.
There are some
Period, bitch. Period.
Thank
hey,
Period.
you.
Are
hey,
you
Thank
gonna
SP,
you.
there
You
are
answer my
ate
some
that,
question, yes
honey.
or no, or are
You
we
ate
gonna
Period.
keep
that.
going with the insults, right?
You
SP, there
ate
are some
that. You
trans
ate
guys
that,
on
Like
the
honey.
you
app
really did eat
that
that. You
that
really
could
did eat
really
that.
give
You
you
ate
some great.
that. Yeah, you ate that.
Yeah, you should talk to some of the trans guys on the app. Like,
You're a
there's some
big
trans guys
ass
on the app
weakling.
with really
That's the
nice
thing.
You
Oh,
ate.
I'm
beards.
not. I'm
Chanel
not concerned
Could
for
personally
probably
you.
for
help
No, no,
this
no.
you.
man.
Your words don't have
SP, you're
any
right.
value.
You
Tengo
ate
una
that.
Right?
pregunta.
Listen, it's not our fault your beard doesn't connect. Okay, save your
No,
Oh,
anger
what
it's
an
your
for
father's.
later.
insult! Oh
It's
no, I
not.
won't be able. I will be having nightmares about that comment.
It's your
I
father's
know
fault
I
for
will
giving you.
be.
It's your father's fault for giving you
Listen,
bad
you are
genetics.
all ugly, and you are talking about my beard.
Girl,
Please.
be
Yo,
quiet.
mom.
You've
I've
been
been a
on
lot
my
of
life
things in
so
this
many
life,
times. You
baby,
know
but
I'm
I ain't
not
never
that
been ugly.
bitch. Don't play with me.
I've been all
Show me.
kinds of things,
Show me your
baby.
Let
I ain't
me.
face.
never
Hey,
been ugly.
show up your
You
mama's face,
see
Carly.
my
Let me see. You
face.
really ugly.
I've
Oh,
been
honey,
fat.
wait. SP, you want to see my face?
Or
You
do
want to
you
see
want me to
me?
give you the definition of ugly as well, right?
And did
What
you know
is
that
there a
You
chromosomes
probably
are
don't
not a
definition?
know it.
defining factor? You doofus.
Wait, wait,
You
wait,
ding
wait, wait.
dong.
SP, you
Literally.
want to see me? SP. This was me 2 days ago, honey. What's good?
Damn, dirty, bruh.
That's me 2 days ago, honey. That was me two
You look
days
like
ago.
the
What you
guy
got? What you got?
that hunts people. You look like the guy that hunts people in their dreams. You know that guy in I don't know what horror movie that is, but you know what I'm saying. The one with the
Honey,
big clothes.
look, honey, it ain't the horror movie that got you to make that nasty ass fucking goatee or whatever the fuck you got
Hey,
going
listen,
on.
listen, listen. You are the
That
ones that
jaw's a
couldn't
little
handle being
bit
a
too
man. So
Get
at
a
squared
the end of the
different
off.
day,
barber because that
keep it
minor
zipped.
ain't lining up. And that fade ain't fading. That shit look botched.
It
You're
look,
gonna talk about my
it looks
beard. You're gonna talk
busted.
about my fade. You're not
Nah,
gonna say
y'all, cause
that
he
I'm
got
ugly
that
though,
beard and
right?
fade
You
off of
can't say that.
Timu. That's why.
There we
He
go.
got a two-piece beard.
Hey, listen, listen, listen,
That's why I
Jay,
say he
Jay.
got it
Do
off
you
of
even know what a
Timu.
treadmill is? Do you even know what a treadmill is?
Honey, oof.
Oh, oh,
Two-piece.
oh.
Two-piece.
Oh no! Please don't show my face. I'm that good looking. You hear me?
Not at
Not,
You
all.
would
babe.
dream of being like me.
You
Do
look
Dream.
you think
awkward, bro.
so?
Like
You have
honestly, if I saw you
Cro-Magnon
in
I
jaw.
public,
look
I would
awkward.
not
I look
approach you
like a
with
You
Parece
have a
hippie.
un
Cro-Magnon
disrespect.
reloj.
You
jaw
look
and a
like you would beg for some
Neanderthal
pussy
Hey,
off the
brow.
listen,
side of
listen,
the street
listen,
for
listen. You're the
25
ones
cents.
that
Like,
are happy with
please,
yourselves, right?
please, I'm
You
so
play
El
with
thirsty.
hombre
yourself.
Oh my
lobo.
god.
You can't accept yourselves. I fully accept myself. I'm that
I
guy,
fully
Somebody,
right?
accept
somebody has
myself.
to.
Look,
Tell me
He,
about
SP,
feature about
No,
me.
he's
SP,
Tell me,
he
tell me,
receiving
tell
ass
me.
me, but he's
motherfucker with the
ignoring
button
me.
Tell me.
haircut.
You have like your lower jaw is it like extends beyond like your upper jaw, and so you have like this
7:30, bro.
underbite
Look
look
at
thing.
you,
You
look.
asked me
You're
to
gonna
tell
say
you what was
something
wrong
about
with
me
you.
having
Are you
7:30
gonna
right next to me.
listen while I
Look
tell
at
you what's wrong with
7:30
you?
is absolutely beautiful. Leave her
Are you gonna
alone.
listen while I tell
That's
you what's
absolutely
wrong with you?
beautiful,
You
and I
asked
have a
me, and
problem.
I'm trying to tell you. So you have this like underbite thing, like this Cro-Magnon jaw thing going on.
Yeah, he don't
People
want no
Um,
pay
that's the
muscle
money
first
love. He
He
don't want no
thing.
to
do.
get
muscle love.
surgeries to look
And then
like
it
that,
looks
right?
like your
I ain't got no
eyebrows.
surgery,
Me
bitch.
estás
It looks
llamando
like
fea.
your eyebrows are
Mira.
like
People pay
connecting in the
He
middle.
look
surgeries.
like
Is
he
that
People
eat
I
pay
ain't
true?
got
money
no
nipples.
to look like that.
surgery.
Please.
The
So
you
punk
know
so
what's
the second
surgery.
crazy?
thing I'm gonna say is that your eyebrows connect, but your beard won't, and that's a red flag.
You,
Oh
Um,
no.
you know what's crazy is
Oh
I was
no.
playing. So
Look at 7:30. Look at
SP look
Wally West. Yo,
SP
certainly.
look like
SP as
anomalies, you know,
SP. You look real
abnormalities.
familiar. You look real familiar. So earlier today, have you played the game Skyrim, Elder Scrolls? SP.
Ugly
I'm
where?
not a geek like
Ugly
you.
where?
Okay,
You
so SP SP
look at old
SP.
camp.
Listen, listen to
Listen,
me
you
for
don't
help.
know
So
what a
first of
treadmill
all,
is.
SP.
You don't know
Ugly
you don't know what a
where?
healthy
Hold on,
diet
hold on.
is. You don't know.
SP.
You're
So
ugly, really, you're.
Elder
Old
Scrolls,
camp. Don't try to reassure
Elder
yourself. And
SP
7:30,
Skyrim.
you look like adolescence.
You know
You look
what?
like a
Fuck it.
child.
So
Are we gonna go
SP.
back to me telling you what's wrong with you?
So,
Because like
so
that like
There is nothing
Cro-Magnon
So
jaw
wrong.
you're
and
attracted to children.
Neanderthal
Nothing,
brow
nothing,
Okay.
nothing.
is
hey,
not a
hey,
good
so
combination.
SP, here's the thing, right?
So you're attracted to children. 'Cause you didn't
Skyrim.
say I was ugly. You just said I look like a child. It's a difference.
So SP,
I said you look like
Skyrim
a
is a
child.
really famous
Yeah, but you
game.
didn't say I was
And you're
And here's
ugly.
the
It's a
thing, right?
difference.
Here's the thing. SP,
Kaytee
here's
is
the thing.
fighting for her life,
You
girl,
like
down
children.
there.
I'm gonna start muting motherfuckers, I swear. So here's the thing, right? Skyrim's a pretty popular game, right? And I knew I saw you somewhere. You look like the fucking wolves in Skyrim, SP. What the fuck's up with that shit? Go look up the wolves in Skyrim.
Oh,
That
you look
shit's
good,
you.
girl.
Listen. I'm a 10 out of 10, and you're in the
A 10
negative
out of
scale.
10 is wild work.
Wow, the ego. I hope
That's
it's gone in
wild
an
work,
I
dude.
oxygen
I have
capsule.
10 out of
yeah.
10.
A 10 out of 10. If
So
not
even
11
if
out of
you
10.
Absolutely
thought, hold
not.
on, hold on.
11
Even
out
if
of
you
10.
thought in
The
your
beard
mind that you were
doesn't
a 10
even
out of
connect.
10, what other things do you believe you have to offer somebody, not just your looks? Or do you
Listen, you
or do
can't
you just
play this
rely on your
game with
looks
me.
to coast
Child, that
through
lamb
life?
chop sideburn
You
and
can't
that
play this game with me. You can't make me
what?
feel
I
some
asked
sort
you
of
a
type of way.
question.
You already feel some type of way, baby, or you
He
wouldn't be
stop playing
responding.
because I looked at your motherfucking profile. You better stop fucking playing before I really pull up your
I
real
put the
face card
picture
up on
up.
this bitch.
Put
I'm
the
not
picture
playing
up.
with you. Boy, I'm not playing with you.
Is that ugly?
Ew!
Look at that
Put it
forehead.
up on the big screen.
It's even worse from the front. The
Right,
side
that's why I
profile
said
was
that's why
bad
you're the
enough.
profile pic, because from the profile, because damn.
Hold
Ew.
on. Let me crop this so we can get a better view.
At least he picked the best picture for his profile pic. Cause that head-on collision pic, honey,
Right,
that's not
girl. He
doing it.
said, let's do a profile. And
You are absolutely clueless, right? You
how?
sit down
He has a
and
picture
you
of
live
you.
in your own delusions, right? You guys think you're beautiful or something. You are not. You guys think you're
What's
smart.
wrong
You
with
are
us
not.
being
You're
beautiful?
none of that. None of that. None of that. Old camp below me, looking like the McDonald's manager, you know, the regional manager of McDonald's.
The
Who
McDonald's
goes in
manager?
every
The
store that
McDonald's
she visits.
manager? What do you do? What do you do, SP?
Stop playing, SP. Stop.
You
We're
need to
literally
stop
clearing you
playing.
right now, bro. Like,
Oh, I told you, look at that underbite thing that he
You
has
are
going on, and that
fools. You are
unconnected
fools.
beard, and that Cro-Magnon chin.
look at them lips. Why they look
You
like
can say
that?
whatever you
I
want.
think it's the
You
chin.
know the truth. You know the truth.
He's a
You
really
know who's better and
The
straightforward
who's
truth
not.
kind
of
of
you
guy.
being ugly? Whoa. Wait a minute, brother. Hold on. I meant sister. That
This
nose
is
is
a
real
jaw
tiny. Did you
forward
not
You
get
ain't a
fixed?
sister, by the way.
You know what
You're
that
something.
Sister.
You're it.
Wait, Jade, are there other screenshots?
Oh, let me find it.
Look, that reminds me of, you know, in which Shrek movie was that? Whenever
shut
he looks like something out of a Shrek movie. I'm just saying.
He looks
No.
like
You actually look
Patrick
like the donkey
from
from Shrek, by the
SpongeBob
way.
with that
Look at you.
that
You are
jaw.
basic.
He look like Patrick. Y'all know who Patrick
Listen,
is?
listen.
See
You
this?
are
You see
all
this picture
look
to the
like
left of me? Now that's
atrocities.
beautiful.
I mean
Okay.
Squidward. That's who I'm getting.
I
Squidward, not
can't find no
Patrick.
more. This is the only one.
You see
Probably it's
old
because
Campman?
it's the only decent one.
¿Y
Well,
tú
we
te
don't
crees
want to
tan
see the
guapo?
decent. We want to see
Yikes.
Jade
¿Y
is
tú te
beautiful.
crees tan guapo? No seas mamón, güey.
Wait a minute.
She's retarded too.
So you guys oh fuck, I'm gonna be a fucking nerd. So there's a
Oh,
character.
girl, we don't know video games, girl.
No. Listen, bitch, listen. So
fucking
there's a
geeks,
character in
for
Dick
real.
Tracy. There's a character in Dick Tracy named Flat Top. Why the fuck does Flat Top look like your twin?
Hey, did you see your picture, Wally West?
Yeah,
You
I
look
saw my
like an
picture.
atrocity,
What are you talking
like an
about here?
He said
abomination,
I'm
like something is
ugly. I know I'm
fundamentally
not
wrong with
ugly.
you.
Bitch, why do you look like
You
Flat
are
Top
all
though?
ugly.
Why do you
Hey,
look like
old
Flat
camp, you
Top?
are the most despicable one, right?
Ugly.
Without makeup,
Bitch,
even with
me
makeup,
ugly?
you're ugly.
Me ugly?
That's the
Ugly.
thing. You are
Your
fat,
Me
mama's
ugly?
ugly,
Me ugly?
uneducated, unfit for a wife. I
Uneducated,
don't even know
brother.
if
You
you're a
don't even
biological
know what a
female, right?
chromosome is. Like
Mac
you
Uneducated?
can't even
Hansen
tell your
head
left to
ass.
the right
Okay,
ass
honey.
cheek.
Shut up.
SP, I got a question. Do you know how many chromosomes there actually are? Or do you think there's just XX and XY?
Listen to you fat bitch.
Wait,
You,
what?
your
Go
mama.
indulge in some
Mad
McDonald's.
Shut up, you
now.
iron deficient
Go
looking ass
stuff yourself with a
motherfucker.
burger.
Go,
Seriously.
go drink some protein
The
shakes.
fat
You
ones are gonna
stupid
talk to me,
Fat
bro.
bitch. I sure am a fat bitch because I got a fat ass.
You mad because you can't pull a
That
thick
is not something
bitch.
that you should be proud of. You know what I'm saying?
You
You
wanna
don't
you
know
You
wanna
what
can't
the
know
pull a
gym
thick
is.
bitch, and that's your
Give me
you
the
wanna
problem.
know
definition
a
of the
secret,
gym.
Mac?
What
When
does
Fat
the
in
gym
all the
stand
right
for?
places, and I know it.
Max, at least when I was a man, my
Amen,
beard connected.
sister.
Hey,
Right.
wait a second.
And honestly,
Because you've been
big
doing
bitches don't
a
have
whole lot of
issues
crazy
pulling
shit.
men. No shade. They really don't.
Ugly is a crazy statement.
Right.
Very diabolical. Oh my God. And for you to look like that and you saying we're ugly
is absolutely bonkers, bro. You have a couple of
Big
screws
screen
loose.
me, please. You're just
Oh,
mad because you
where are
could
the pictures of
never.
yourselves on your profile?
You're just mad because you could never.
I could never.
You're just mad because you could never, baby.
You look like a crackhead, man. Seriously.
Yes, man.
Go lose some weight. Damn.
Look at that knee up. Look at that knee.
Why you have a tattoo and you think you're good looking
Fat
like
in
that?
all the right
You
places.
look like you are
Now tell me
deficient.
something.
You look like you are
Where your
deficient
Do you
in
even
something.
work
I
out?
don't know what that is.
ladies
You
up
look
in
like
here that
you
like to
don't.
talk back.
You look like you hide in the dark on your computer all fucking day. Shut
SP
up,
ain't no
SP. You
diva.
probably don't
SP
even work
ain't no
out.
diva.
That's
You
what I
don't
was
got no
about to say.
deficiencies in that
Old camp
jawline.
Spit it
Big
out,
ass
Billy.
chin.
Shut up.
You ain't no diva.
You're all disgusting as fuck, man. You're all
What you
disgusting. Seriously.
say? You ain't no diva.
Your mama
I'm
should have
serious.
swallowed.
And you will see some
Diva is a
ugly,
female
ugly
version of
person.
what is it? A rock?
Like Wally, you're gonna see that guy, right? That dress up looking guy. And you're gonna say, oh, he's beautiful.
Would you talk
he's
to your
beautiful
mama
because
like
he's your
this?
friend.
Because I swear to
Say
God,
it,
if you was
man.
my
Say
kid,
it.
Oh my
You look
God!
like
Look at
your
hey y'all.
an
Look at Barbie
abomination.
in the comments.
Say
Barb
it. You look
said.
disgusting. Say it.
You kiss your mama with that mouth? Because if I was your mama and you talk to me that way, you get popped in your fucking shit. I'm not playing.
Wow. What a disrespectful thing to say. I'm hurt.
What's wrong with that?
You
My
should be
beard
hurt
up,
because you're
honey.
iron deficient, no
Oh
working
no.
out, having ass, shitty
I think
ass
he's
motherfucking
yes.
routine.
Hey, Wally West, is
Get
that
you
a
nowhere
depiction of
besides looking
yourself?
depressed
Wait.
and on
Is
drugs.
that you in the
Shut
Why does
up.
mirror?
dude
You
look
Right?
look
like?
depressed and
Why
on
does dude
drugs.
look like fucking Flat Top from Dick Tracy? Why does he look like Flat Top from Dick Tracy?
Hey,
Look
yo,
at that
old
shit.
camp, show
That's
your
him.
face.
That's his
You got
twin.
Wally,
somebody
show
else
your
eating you up
face.
in
See,
old
even a
camera.
dog
Bitch,